Ymthon. They're not going to be able to get control of A main very easily because the pit is there with Dabai in it, but they'll still be able to get a plant. Ymthon maybe taking a little bit too many liberties there, and now Harvey isolated in a duel against Forsaken with that op on the other side of it. There's nothing you can do. So it's all on Patman and Crystal to try to hold off this retake, which feels a pretty doomed prospect at this point. Just kind of styling on GE in that round.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a masterclass. Both teams going back to back, but now PaperX slowly starting to wrangle control away from GE. I mean, look at how they're operating. First of all, the pit, sure, and then maybe Jing falls. But although GE really tries to slow down the pace a lot, just because of PaperX slowing down the pace a tad bit further with the operators, they're able to take these picks the way they want to. Mr. Observer, please. I love that so much, but I kind of want to see it from the other POV, just watching the tech from how Forsaken gets that jump peak.
Nice boy, nice boy, boy.
Pretty big problem for global esports. They've tried it fast, they've tried it slow.
Was good, Che. Was good, Che.
You know, well, it's not necessarily shots though, is it? It's just you don't really know when.
Bro belum tidur. Udah bro, udah tidur gua baru bangun ini kok gelap. Siang, kalau siang emang gelap gua, kalau malam baru putih gua, emang gitu kulit gua. Emang gitu, emang gitu. Kencang nggak soundnya nih guys?
They're getting into the sites a lot. They're getting the plants a lot. They're getting quite a bit of space. They're definitely toying with the rotates of PaperX here and there as well. But there just seems to be this little sort of.
Let's go PaperX, let's go PaperX. Naik market belum gua login pun belum nih gua. Nanti deh abis nonton ini deh.
So that little bit of X factor is there at the moment for PaperX, and GE are still kind of trying to find that.
Masang berapa? Stop jadi guys. Stop kayak gitu-gitu maksudnya. Stop lah gitu-gitu, duh. Nggak baik, nggak baik.
But now that they've arrived, they are looking a pretty indomitable force. There's 4 rounds in a row there for PaperX that GE are not going to like to sink their teeth into.
And still with the double operator. GE though trying to pick things up just quick with pistols for this round.
Unit 1 dapat, nice.
Something's going to hear that drone headed in his direction and just tries to force the issue, but not able to find the line this time around. This will be Forsaken's turn next. So you've got 2 ops, and they're both on the same site, and they're both holding the same line. That's crazy.
Dapat nih satu nih, Jason nih.
Something's obviously gone wandering back off towards middle, but not necessarily Forsaken there with the op as well. Fast lane up. Forsaken somehow gets out of there alive. I don't even know. That's kind of what I'm talking about. GE, they need to be capitalizing on those kinds of moments, and they're just not
double op ya di A ya.
Another solid hold by the looks of things for PaperX. GE at this point kind of just looking for damage, and Autumn will give them that, a double. There's still a chance here if Autumn can find a way to pop off, and like I said, he was streaky yesterday, but he had some really big rounds. This could be another one of those.
Tahan Bang Something, tahan dulu Bang Something, tahan dulu Bang Something, sabar Bang Something.
Back over to the rifle instead.
Oke, masih oke. Mati ya. Nice banget.
Does a great job of it. A third in the round for something. It's the ops again that are causing the problems for GE.
Repeatedly.
Itu loh.
Yeah, he got the opening pick. Forsaken there to back it up. Swaps over to overdrive, slides over across, swaps to the shorty. What the hell?
Yeah, that is wild.
One heck of an enemy battle. But then you swap over to something versus Autumn. That's another big discussion. Just a head-to-head of both operator players, but something wins every single day. I mean, look at how mobile he is. It's multiple jabs.
Mirip gua, OP-nya mirip gua, OP-nya. OP-nya ya mirip-mirip lah ke gua, mirip.
This has to be the round where GE finds their footing.
Yeah, I think
it's their map pick.
You're really looking for some of that recovery from GE. Again, highlighting the fact that they were very good on the attack yesterday. Des mentioning it was a key factor for them coming into this game, and so far 4 on the attack. I'm not sure that's going to be enough for them to be happy with how things have played out so far. Let's see if they can get it back up to 6-6 with a bit of a faster play in towards B. Got that wall that will allow them to take the space back towards Archers. Straight through it, they've got to go again into the operator, which is Forsaken waiting. They're finding the kills they need though. Harvey for the double and the res obviously. Lots of impact in the round. And GE finally have found a way to break open this defense of PaperX. See if something has anything to say about it, but not going to be the case.
Tipis kayak gitu bisa mati juga ya, boy.
Themselves another round up to 5, and they can fight for the 6th, which is a much more comfortable looking
Itu
scoreline.
loh, betul. Ayam tenang, pokoknya ayam tenang guys. Jangan di-spray, jangan.
The side of G
Jangan
gets something
di-spray.
that operator. I mean, this is one of those rounds that you can bet Frost is the one calling it. What a play to go through. It looks like a B split, but then they actually used the Viper split to go all the way through backside in towards Archer, set up the Sage Wall, which prevents from PaperX coming
Gitu
through
doang
with
nggak?
a stronger retake off timing. And that's how still more kills come on through off to the site itself. PaperX starting to get a little bit more aggressive off of it as well. They want to take these fights. Let's listen in.
Let's go for the window. Tempo mapping.
Wait, shoot.
I think it's not open, right? Maybe
I wanna kill him.
I will jump for you. 3, 2, 1.
In A, boys. In A.
You have molly? Let's go play okay, boys.
I throw molly.
Well, again, Alex a little bit concerned maybe about what's happening in that round. They have just let GE walk their way onto A for a plant. Something's been picked up on the rotate, and so too now has Forsaken. Those have been the Smash Bros for this half. Gone for PaperX, and it looks like GE are just going to fold them like a piece of paper in the final round of the half. This should be a 6th, no doubt about it. Envy has got way too much to do. 6-6 will be the scoreline. GE pulling it back a little bit at the back end of the half, and we've got a game on our hands here for sure.
A very, very real and intense game, hands down. I mean, you're thinking about org history, or maybe at least in this year, Autumn had the it feels like it's very, very possible. The new challenger, GE, may be able to take down PaperX. It's just map 1 for now. But you can already tell with the calling. PaperX, they're biting baits. They're trying to push deeper into its middle. Alex,
jangan marah-marah Bang Alek. Jangan marah-marah Bang Alek.
It's simple for GE. PaperX are just trying to call off a flow state. But sometimes that leads you into traps, and Pat will be the one to activate.
Ketemu PPRX juga.
And that's where things can get still a little bit dicey. PaperX on the attack is always force a threat to be reckoned with.
It's a pretty good effort.
No, that's terrible. Where's his face?
You're just gonna hit him with that? Come on, we've got to get the cheeks. You got to get the cheeks.
Fail. That's a C minus.
It's a C+. I'll give it a C+. It was a pass.
I'm a disappointed Asian dad.
Nah, kalau gue jadi pro player, ntar gue pose apa guys ya? Anjing, misalnya gue gini gue.
C minus is actually a pass.
Harus beda daripada yang lain, anjing.
You either get the passing mark or you don't.
Yeah.
Gaya kicomania kali ya, kicomania.
The passing mark for PaperX and for GE out of that half, right? They've gone 6-6. That kind of feels just like that's a solid B, right? If we're going to continue with that analogy. They've both done okay, but neither have really pulled out ahead. Second half will tell us a lot.
Certainly would hope so. But GE then again had a really strong defensive the first time that they debuted this double sentinel breeze. This time they're pushing all the way down.
Wait, control mid.
That Team Secret did before.
Control mid dia.
PaperX have other options in mind. All 4 up towards elbow, thinking back towards B main to get that spike down on the B site. Forsaken spots them all throughout middle.
Udah ambil elbow. Anjing, serem nih. Perangannya nih ngeri nih. Oh, retake-nya dari belakang deh, nyet.
Retake for GE.
Strong position for Forsaken to play as well.
Aduh. Please.
Only half HP though, so might need a little bit of help, and he's not going to be able to get it when that orb is up. He's just got to try to play delay as long as he can on his own. Surely can't win this fight. Autumn in the back of the head gets Forsaken. That's the first piece of the puzzle for GE. 4 more to find.
Nice.
Slowing them down a little bit with that kill onto Crystal, and Envy in on the cross shots as well. Defuse on though. PaperX have to move.
Nice banget Davai.
But not close enough for GE. A 3K for Davai, and PaperX take the pistol.
And while
tujuan jadi pro player mau cari Cindo.
wins, PaperX takes this one away.
Goblok banget anjing kan.
Might not have the frags necessary, but
goblok gue. Oh, masa gitu otak dari awal udah gak bener anjing. Ini pakai resolusi ini ya. 10 berapa gitu resolusinya ya?
Doesn't work out for the pistol. We'll keep an eye on that though. As the next one comes in, it's still the guns from PaperX to try to build up a strong lead in this side.
Got 3 players set up on the A side though for GE.
Berat kepala, sumpah. Jangan swing Bang Kristal. Mati lo. Cetut.
Crystal will spot them out early. Relay bolt goes forward. That'll be the end of Crystal, but you've still got Harvey who does get spotted out by the drone. And Forsaken will make no mistake. A-site well and truly taken here by PaperX. They're starting to flex their muscles already in the second half. GE, of course, yet to buy in this half. So let's just hold our horses until we get to see that gun round. But PaperX are looking solid.
Damn solid. Rock solid. Not a single gun to be lost, Jordan, and that's potentially a big problem. Could convert over onto the bonus if they the right plays for the next round. Would have hoped that at least G maybe wrangled the gun away, but that did not happen just because of how simple and clearly I think they took the attacking side. All five mostly all the way up A main. For the next round though, GE, this is where they really want to get a little bit more active. We need to see players like Autumn, Pat, trying to be able to figure things out and anchor down sights. For now, spotted out and Ymthon out towards middle.
I think the big name is probably Patman. He has been such a stellar player for GE so far this season. He's been a little bit slow on this map so far. That weight has been picked up by a couple of the others, but I think if GE is going to win this map, we might need some of those Patman clutches back again. Yesterday. Oh. Harvey has been good. Walk out though from PaperX. They are getting so much space on these sides. Harvey and Crystal though denying it this time. Finally with the guns in hand. GE showing some defense. That was actually quite a clean round.
Yeah, this is one of
Saya bikin nyusahin ya.
Well put together way before
Saya sih nyusahin ya bro ya.
Can tell that's exactly what this composition was built for.
Kesel lo, bikin selo. Bisa naik wall dia.
Or even just a double duelist. You always have those little TikTok walls that you can hop off of, but at the same time, slow orbs just to slow down PaperX's pace and tempo. And that's big control all over the site every step of the week.
No!
Oh, we can't be crashing out this early.
Please, no. No. Get like a job on the office or something like that. What a great fight to start the round. GE starting to come into their own a little bit on the defense. Forsaken does cross though, and he's going to try and go on a bit of an expedition through middle.
Bukannya tadi ding ya?
Give you some ideas, but then again, that's where Petman's positioned. I think to end up back on the A side, but Ymthon's already marking this angle. Has support from Autumn as well.
Aduh, serem.
Autumn and
Aduh, serem banget
the
anjing.
line that PaperX are just going to contact onto. Surely that can't go well. 1-for-1. Not really enough as far as PaperX are concerned, and Patman picks something out of middle as well. Round is falling apart for PaperX. There's a lot of individual skirmishes not going their way.
I think he did. Saw Forsaken, who's going to try to regroup with Devi. But unfortunately, without the numbers in this round, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this time. Crystal's already extending his feet.
Yep, he'll be fast on the rotate if necessary, but the way things are looking, I don't know that it'll be necessary. Harvey having a great game.
Sabar, santai dulu, santai dulu, santai dulu.
Leading from the front now for GE. Keeping them in the fight. I mean, look, 8-8. It's a very respectable total right now against PaperX, which is dubbed by a few to be maybe the best team in the world. I mean...
I feel like this lead is just going to continue building up, though, at least until Alex maybe calls in a timeout or finds some way to crack G's defense, because you take a look at this composition. Walk in the B side, Pat's there, maybe alongside Javi or Autumn. That's always going to be a trap. You walk in the A, Ymthon's marking mid, and you got more players, especially Javi, who's consistently slowing down his opposing team, that even if you walk back through middle, you know, Pat's always able to turn his head on a swivel. And it's so darn difficult to be able to break down this defense. You need to really slow down the pace and find some kind of a pick, bit by bit, bait out more bits of utility from this GE core. Otherwise, you're running and slamming headfirst into a very, very solid steel wall. Right now, of course, though, for the upcoming rounds, probably not going to be able to expect too much with the current economy that PaperX will have.
I mean, you asked for it, and there it is. That's that timeout from PaperX. By the way, in the first half, after the timeout, they lost the next round, but that was the round they didn't buy into. And then they went on to win 4 in a row. So, I I mean, if that's going to be the same kind of impact that Alex is able to have, then you're going to set yourself up pretty nicely in this second half.
Similar things could be said about GE though.
Banyak banget cacicunya, guys.
The next like what 3 rounds or so.
Oh, it's 5 in a row actually, by the way.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
just the 4 there for PaperX by mistake, but either way, I don't think it'll be coming in this round, although, you know, there's a bit of an investment here from PaperX, so we'll just see what they can put together. They are one of those kinds of teams that sort of makes magic out of nothing.
Real careful for now. Already baited out 1 slow, which tends to happen quite often, but thinking to just start off with a bit of conditioning while then peeking over in towards B main, but Autumn's perched up top, an angle that PaperX might not expect. Pat still has to stay back to delay even further as well for more rotations to come across.
A long rotate here for GE if PaperX inevitably take this site. Autumn up on high, has not been spotted just yet, and there is no entry allowed into the B side. Both Autumn and Patman delivering on the initial hold. And that has PaperX stalled in their trial. Sophie and Damai though making this interesting. Shots come through though for Ymthon. And don't get too excited if you're a PaperX fan. That's another one that's gone the way of GE. 9-8, they claim the lead once again.
And it feels like
let's try.
3 guns robbed away, but G just has built up so much bank.
Tuh, enak
At
banget
least probably won't be able to play this sort of one and done position any further. PaperX might start to expect it, but then again, it could be mind games. So once again, just curious to see what the call is going to be after that technical timeout.
You gotta be kidding me, man!
Because they are in that danger territory. They really need to bring up some rounds.
Sabar, Bang Alex.
Go B. Trap here, no, you broke his TP. Chamber mid. Then he's mid then. We can go B. Only 1 guy or 2. Yes. Apa, ya, body.
Let's scan as well.
So the call to try to pick up the pace, overwhelm 2 players on B side.
Yep, 1 guy or 2, that is going to be correct.
2 tahun away, Jacker. Gelo. 2 tahun ya, 24 mon gak tuh? Setia. Lo gokil, orangnya gokil, Jack. Thank you, Jack. Thank you lo, Jack.
Bad news for GE now as Autumn has to try to recover but oversteps on the peak.
Respect man, 2 tahun respect guys.
PaperX have their answer. And once again, it just feels like we're going to a very close matchup here between PaperX and GE.
Head! Nice banget, dapat.
Going tit for tat. This is such an even match. The tenacity from both sides, and you just have to admire it. I mean, the calling, again, both teams bigger than the sum of their parts. The coaches, such a big factor to it as well. And just overwhelming the side. You know, I was kind of thinking if this goes down to that kind of slow tempo pace where PaperX has to play mind games, it's so not their style. But if they actually pick up that pace 1 step, 1 gear further into B site, slows down those rotations from GE where it doesn't even matter at that point, it's going to work out pretty darn well as the next round comes back up. Close to ultimates, PaperX stretching their legs across. Similar ideas though, picking up auto cues. Smoked off for the time being as well. PaperX maybe leaving Jing on a lurk while the rest of the team pushes up into A.
I don't mind this setup actually from PaperX. 4-1 split, you've only got more of a retake setup actually for GE on this A site, and that's going to prompt some rotates obviously in middle, and that's where Jing can look to activate once this plant goes down for PaperX. Pit's pulled as well early by PaperX to try to cut off any rotate through A main. Ymthon though catching Forsaken, so there is a loss, and you've still got a player by the way watching for Jing. Patman got that pick.
Sekarang ya apa metanya yang sekarang kayak gitu guys.
2v5. This is not how this round was supposed to work for PaperX. They had the idea, but they did not have the execution, and GE are going to punish them for it. It is just Davai who will have to pull off a miracle round inside the pit. The way he's been playing right now, he might be the player to do it. Defuse is on.
Nice! One more time, Davai.
The half is stuck by Ymthon.
Menang. Ini menang nih, sumpah menang.
With a real chance now, the 1v5 all on his own. Davai can't get it done. You are kidding me.
Anjing.
Right there at the finish line, but denied at the very end.
Hampir monyet.
So close to the headshot. Bit by bit, he took them down, dragged them into his pit. 7 years in the making, this team, this roster.
It's true.
Buset, lu nembak semuk tuh bang ya.
Davai and Alex came together 7 years ago. And, I mean, the man still got it, you can tell. Sharp shooting inside this pit, and such a ballsy play to, you know, not peek again after that half was stuck, but I'd still be worried a little bit looking at that round for GE.
Lapar kata Yoki, emang iya udah gak lapar bang. Lo dibilang masih lapar banget mas.
There is a push happening here towards A. Hunter's Fury will slow it down. Paper X though, having dropped that last round, are now really under some serious pressure. And 11th is brewing as well for GE off the back of Ymthon's off.
Ngepik gitu pede juga ya orang-orang ya. Ini harus pede aja ya. Aduh keculik.
Yeah, it's just not looking like it's going to go well for Paper X. Again, you're going to need a miracle round out of one of these two players, and it's not going to be Forsaken. So Davai essentially tasked with another 1v5. Obviously, it's a 1v4. He did pick up the only kill for this round for Paper X, so if he pulls it off, I'll be remiss not to call it a 1v5.
Dapat lagi nih, dapat lagi nih.
Pushing, but the problem is he hasn't got the spike. He's got 45 seconds to get it.
Ya?
Even if he gets this freebie, he's still just got so much ground to cover.
Javi has a res.
Oh, he's gonna call it too.
1v6 possible?
Oh, surely not with 34 seconds on the clock and Ymthon on a line like this one. He's now been spotted out. That'll be that. Nice round from Ymthon.
Emang tugas chamber memang begitu guys. Tugas chamber tuh begitu.
Maybe Paper X are a little broken now.
Yeah. In more
Culik
ways
dapat
than
satu
one,
balik.
their economy's not looking great for the next round. It's going to be a really scuffled investment. One that they have to somehow make work, because at that point they're facing off against map point again and again. With this one though, I mean, it feels as though maybe Frost was sweating a little bit from the previous round, but this one not at all. Round to round, site to site. You've got Javi back over on A, and that just continues to put up roadblocks against Paper X, where if they don't slow things down, again, they're just going to be running head first.
Babe yang V1 kayaknya tahu guys, gak tahu gue.
Paper X, so they've got quite a lot to work with, and they're going to try to go again quite quickly towards A. Walls up there for Javi, just trying to cut part of the site off, but he is really under the pump there. Good shots in from Envy with the Hunter's Fury. We'll trade that 1-for-1. Relay bolt through for Ymthon, trying to take some space here into A main. Get in behind. It's made a lot of noise. And Envy has now been spotted out. Oh dear, that's a little bit of a meal made. But GE still working their way back on in. 2v3. Somehow Paper X just stuck in the corner. They haven't got anywhere to go. They've been spotted out now by the drone as well. Wall will provide them a little bit of space to work, and they're waiting for a mistake to come through from GE, but there will not be one. Again, it's the operators that are doing the damage, and this time it's in the hands, of course, of Autumn with that 3K. GE up to 12.
Match point.
I don't know what to tell you, Jordan. Ymthon, Autumn, they are on one today. First of all, the operators, the judge coming back over as well. And that was always just going to be a slight distraction, buys further time away from that spike to get planted. Paper X feels so claustrophobic up by A main. And even though they keep trying to slam this site, it just doesn't work out. Hold on. Is this
santai, chill.
Timeout. They really want to make sure they close this round out.
Tenang guys, masih bisa di comeback,
Call the tag timeout here. You've won 6 out of the last 7. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe give it another round.
You're giving a timeout to Alex to speak as well.
Yeah, that's my concern for sure. We'll see if that ends up making a difference, or if maybe Frost has got the miracle call.
It's been pretty darn good so far. That's the K-popification of Valor. Got a little play card. But jokes aside, yes, Javi and Frost have been a miracle for this organization, and they really could be able to
view-nya sepi. Ya, Maya. Gak, intinya kita have fun aja udah.
Over onto Lotus, maybe even Pearl as well.
Sorry ya, bisa kalau view-nya sepi.
First, it still will have to be Paper X playing off the back foot. They've been trying to slam sites. They've been trying to go a little bit slow back and forth, and it still doesn't work out for the past 3 rounds now. Wonder what the call is going to be from Alex though. As you come into this one.
Oh, bisa Paper X, bisa.
You really just play close range against G that has the long range weaponry.
We got to make it happen now. No chance to use these ultis in the next round if it is the end of the map. So Paper X going to pull out Blade Storm early. This time taking a bit more of a reserved approach. I wonder if Paper X is just out of ideas. They've kind of tried fast,
Lucu
they've
ini.
tried slow, they've tried B, they've tried A, they've tried mid. It's all not really working. Eventually they're going to pull the trigger once again over towards A, which is where Autumn is waiting with that operator.
Yeah, it's so intelligent. Autumn either gets the first pick or if not, you just go in full.
Sumpah ini dapat 10 comeback sih.
Oh, that was
Dapat
close.
10 dapat comeback nih,
No
sumpah.
connection. So 5 on 5 for the retake.
Yeah, Paper X doesn't have the guns. Meanwhile, G has held on to all this utility, recons, slows, Ymthon with the relay bolt, everything.
Oh,
Bisa gitu ya,
where does that
apaan
come
sih?
from? Forsaken's got no idea. He's just been picked out of nowhere by Autumn. And missed shots in from something as well. This is starting
Dapat dua
to
dong,
get
Jing.
awkward for Paper
Jing!
X. Someone's got to step up. It'll be Envy and Jing for the moment. That is starting to try to stabilize, but it's not enough.
Nice.
Envy gets one more. But he
Aduh,
needs
dua pelor
another
lagi,
two. He's only
tai.
on 34 HP and he's only got 2 bullets.
Aduh, dua pelor
Surely
lagi.
this is an impossible clutch. There's one, but he's run out of shots. No!
Anjing.
Get it done. GE will take map 1.
Ah, 2 pelor. Coba isi lagi 3 tuh pelor tuh mati tuh.
13-9 will be the score and Paper X can't get it done this time.
Not quite. With the
Santai,
final
santai,
scoreline
chill,
13-9, I have a question to ask the audience. Are you not entertained?
Emang gitu, sabar dulu.
Spectacular shots from both sides, Envy especially.
Emang dikasih dulu. Nanti baru.
Ymthon, Autumn, they deliver. It always came down to that final setup, the timeout working pretty damn well.
Yeah, I think we've got a very important thing to mention here is that GE are now 1 map away from an international qualification in their first Pacific playoffs. So I'm sure that'll be a question that's on everybody's lips. Go down to the stage and hear from Frost.
Hello everybody.
Emang dikasih dulu sama Paper X, emang dikasih,
Frost
guys.
and Frost. Is that a bit of a smile that I see on you? No?
Ya udah kasih 1 match dulu aja
Okay,
gitu.
well, you got Breeze in
Kasih
the back.
menang map ini dulu deh
Talk
gitu
to us
dia gitu.
about what you thought of Breeze, you know, evaluate it for us, because I feel like you guys had a really good plan coming in, and then the double operators from Paper X's side kind of gave you a hassle, but you guys fought it through, closed it out.
Yeah, let's just say in the
Sabar
middle of
ya.
the first half, there's something you're supposed to do when you know that they're desperate after a timeout and they're going to opt, and we just decide, nah, bro, we're feeling it. And that is something I can't seem to temper, and I don't know how to fix it. But great job getting the last 2 rounds from Javi, made some exceptional calls there, and then on defense, we did what we had to do.
Yeah, I think, you know, one of the positives
Bentar ya guys ya, bentar ya.
was Javi making great calls, and also you guys being able to match up with Paper X's firepower. So what do you think allowed the team to step up today when it comes to matching up with Paper X's firepower? And what do you think allowed Javi to make such good calls with everything on the line?
I think we're really skilled, so I mean, I'd agree with anyone that says that Paper X is mechanically the best team in the world, but I do think we hold up pretty well, and especially with Patman, he is just as good as any one of them. However, Javi had some really good mid-round adjustments. I think he's just learning, and I think, honestly, he's just confident now.
Okay.
He just knows. He has instinct, he calls it, he runs it. Sometimes the guys don't follow it, but, you know, progress, I guess.
All right, thank you so much, and I'm gonna let you go tame them.
Thank you.
Yes.
Please.
Good luck.
Frost might have said he wasn't smiling, but we could hear him during that last round match, the map win here. He was beyond smiles.
Yeah.
He was screaming in delight.
Global Esports take their map pick now. This is it. They are right up against it. 1 map win away from qualifying to their first ever international event. It's never been
Itu
done
kalau gak lompat
before
kena
by this
headshot.
group. And
Daripada
my
itu jet
goodness,
Bali tuh.
would they do it in style to best Paper Rex?
Kenapa tuh
I
jarang
think they
main
really had the
RP?
better of them on Breeze.
Kenapa gue jarang main RP? Udah jenuh guys.
With this composition, triple down with it and still get the job done.
Yeah, very nicely worked from Global.
Kenapa gue jarang main RP? Sekarang gue udah jenuh banget main RP. Gue kayak udah ngerasa main RP itu kayak udah nggak kayak dulu lagi aja. Kayak bukan kayak dulu lagi aja. Gue juga udah main RP mau ngelakuin sesuatu, ya juga udah bingung aja, udah nggak fresh yang dulu, udah nggak fresh yang gue rasain aja, nggak fresh. Sekarang nggak, beda banget. Gue ngerasa beda. Karena mungkin bisa dibilang Ya gue juga udah lama lah main RP kan. Gue pasti ada rasa penat dan sebagainya. Kayak gitu guys. Cuman ya sekarang gue lagi suka main Valo aja. Gue lagi suka main Valo. Gue suka grinding Valo. Ada sesuatu yang baru juga dari gue. Ya gitu sih. Gitu guys. Jadi mungkin kalian apa sih namanya? Banyak yang nanya kenapa nggak ke kota, kenapa nggak RP lagi dan sebagainya. Yaitu gue udah ngerasa jenuh aja di RP guys. Kayak gitu. Balik bottom lagi aja gak tau ya seru. Aduh, gak juga itu. Betul guys, Spo RP ya. Ya itulah banyak lah yang gue lewatin juga lah. Lu sama aja gitu. Patem juga gak suka juga gue. Lu kalau mau patem mau kompetitif ya mending, kalau menurut gue ya mending Valorant lu kalau mau kayak gitu. Kalau itu kalau Moji ya nggak tahu, kalau Moji sempat sih juga cerita-cerita, cuman ya wajar aja sih menurut gue. Lu nggak bisa memaksakan diri lu juga. Jadi misalnya kalau lu memaksakan kayak lu emang udah jenuh tapi dipaksakan tuh kayak lu main RP tuh nggak have fun jatuhnya. Tapi kan ya ini dari POV gua aja, mungkin orang berpikir A B C D ya udah nggak masalah.
Yeah, so I want to talk about how this kind of defensive half shaked out a little bit for PaperX. You see at the start of the game, they're giving a little bit too much space, playing a bit disconnected, and they're losing in the retake. And that's going to happen when you're playing into the Sage. So Alex comes in, calls a firm timeout, and they adjust to this double operator by Pilski.
Yeah, you almost never see a double op, not early in the half like this either. And I think PaperX
has
the personnel to be able to pivot into something like that.
Halo?
Forsaken picks up the op on one side of the map.
Halo, Matthew CS.
Weh anjing siapa nih, Uma?
Iya, kenapa ya?
Weh anjing gue. Mau nonton nggak? Nih nonton.
Nonton apa Cil? Kaget aku anjing.
Aku lagi streaming nih nonton PaperX.
Mana?
Jason Susanto nih.
Weh ngawur nih sih kalau ada Jason nih ngawur. Pasti ngawur.
Udah BO2 nih BO2.
Mana suaranya udah? BO2 lawan mana nih, Pak?
GE. Timnya Cahaya dulu di GE dia. Terus ada mantan dari PaperX ke GE juga. Nah ini dah seru dan kayak gini, mantan player nih. Woi, pastikan pride-nya gede tuh. Sekarang lebih dukung lu Valo sih ke gue, thank you Dava. Ya bagus lah, thank you ya guys. Misalnya kalau udah ngasih support gue dan sebagainya, walaupun gue nggak main RP, mungkin ada yang beberapa yang apa sih namanya, yang suka ngeliat gue main RP dan sebagainya macam. Ya sorry dulu lah kalau untuk sekarang. Cuman jujur gue lagi suka main Valo aja gitu.
Lotus is going to be map 2. I think this is something where we've seen a lot of improvements come back from PaperX. Yes, they did drop it to Gen G, but that was a little bit of an anomaly compared to some of their other Lotus shows.
Yeah, historically a fantastic map for PRX. Global, we've seen this from them once in week 2 against Team Secret. And you know, it looked good there, but of course you're playing against one of the weaker teams in the league. So the pressure for me is really on PaperX now. Global Esports taking that first spot in Masters London.
Yeah, 100%. I think for GE, it's been a while since they played this as well. Wouldn't even be that surprised if they
bisa ini mah bisa. Ini sekarang dibantai PaperX sekarang guys, sumpah. Di ayam-ayamin mereka nih.
Quite strugglesome in combination with the fade over there against Gen G. Since they swapped over to Jet Rays.
Lu gak nyoba trial masuk jago aja kagak, udah selalu nyoba trial kentut anjing. Nanti lagi di posisi jenuh guys, nanti kalau udah normal juga balik. Mungkin. Bisa jadi. Kalau ada IGMC lagi seharusnya seru ya. Terus suruh gue jadi patem lagi, ada-ada aja guys. Sekarang lu pikir aja anjing, gue perang-perang di kota itu apa ya? Nggak yang gimana-gimana, nyet. Lu pikir kalau sama yang lebih, yang bener-bener di kota patem ya, apalagi ngikutin kompetitif, itu lebih jago guys. Itu lebih gila. Itu siluman kalau kata orang, siluman itu. Intinya kalau lapar balik guys, tunggu aja. Lapar balik. Ini dia coach kita ya guys ya, coach kita Alex.
I mean, I think it would have been a closer game if we just played as we play normally. I think we were trying to run away from the stage, which is not something we planned, and we made it difficult for ourselves basically.
Okay, so what kind of adjustments can you make heading into Lotus?
I haven't seen what they are playing, but I think if it's the same, then I need them to play a little bit more confident, a little bit more together. Comms are really weak, so I need them to talk more.
Okay, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Players not following the plan. This is the gripe of every tier 1 coach. Actually, I don't think it matters what tier, but players not following the goddamn plan. The plan's been set for you. But this is not a good sign if you're a Paper Rex fan right now, because usually when the team isn't calming with each other, that's when everything collapses. This is usually what leads them to losses.
Yeah, very much so, and they're going to be up there on their toes right now because Global Esports have changed that composition. This is wildly different. Still that single duelist that they're known for, but now it's the Neon instead of the Raze, which I think is an interesting swap into the Vice.
Tapi line up-nya masih yang dulu ya?
Ya.
PPRX.
Dulu ada Maverick mah. Maverick.
Oh.
Maverick, Jason. Cuman 4 orang ini yang jadiin ganti nih, something, 4 second, Davai, Jing, itu udah inti segala inti dah tuh. Dia belum tahu. Siluman, halo siluman. Pas lu gak ada dia tuh duduk. Ah sini gue duduk sini deh, tuh sebelah baju putih dah. Duduk situ dah, gue duduk situ dah. Oh, pantas kok gue kecilin nggak? Ah, yo, let's go. People Rex.
And that's always going to be quite
Pepper anjing, Piper.
Paper Rex.
Dagang pipa anjing.
Emang pipa?
Paper represents a problem because they do
Pepper
have
anjing.
Wah, yak.
It's a matter of us being able to play the Valorant that we have learned to play.
Besok ingat ya, besok ya. Besok aku tidur awal, ntar aku tidur awal deh.
It's been pretty exciting thus far, but right now PaperX pushing all the way out middle.
Anjing ngapain tuh tadi? Nge-push B ya?
Out of the gates, a strong Ymthon something out of the picture immediately in the pistol, and GE is not making a mistake at all. They are.
Tapi itu sekarang udah jadi streamer Valo, betul. Yoi.
That is a brilliant pistol round.
Valo is me.
Doesn't it just look like these guys are in control? They don't get too hot off the press. They kind of just take their time, chill.
Dia duduk situ sambil bawa papan tulisan tepuk tangan, anjing.
It's instant activation. They hear the door, they were kind of suspicious about it, but seeing 3 players swing out, all the shots fired off, they just let their hands go, man. And this is not what you want to see from, PaperX. They really need to be able to, first of all, find that confidence again, but also to kind of temper themselves. Because baiting themselves in towards GE's crosshairs is not the way to start.
No. See if GE can convert on the pistol. They were able to do it in the last map. Pushing into a bit of a stacked setup here. couple of flashes to worry about as well, and they do connect. It is going to be something in Envy, causing a little bit of a ruckus here. Another one onto Harvey, who recovers it well. That was scary for a second. We're back to 3-on-3, and in the meanwhile, by the way, Autumn is just chilling over at Rubble, so there is a way out here for GE if they want it towards A.
Does GE just try to juggle those guns away? They actually don't. Still keeping an eye on it. And some damage found.
Gua ke sebelah bentar teh.
Aman.
On the A side, but something's taking a quick path across. We'll end up at stairs though, and that's where Autumn could play spoiler.
He's already pretty progressed. Doesn't want to lose his head though, and there is exactly what you don't want to happen. Autumn down. Puts a little bit more pressure on the shoulders of Crystal and Harvey, who look like they might want to take the fight forward. In fact, they'll end up just using some of that util to slow Paper X down, but there is a lot of time available for this retake. So Paper X
bisa menang nih guys. Timingnya.
Crystal delivers for 1, 2, and surely the swing through.
Santai.
Crystal.
Kena one tap sama something, Nice!
One by something. Never count this team out. Forget what I said in that first round. It's just the fact that on a round like this, where you're expecting Paper X to be on a full eco, they come out swinging off of C mound with a flash, and that instantly hurts their numbers. Autumn, really unfortunate. Just a lot of trust in the, no scope on the Marshall, and unfortunately that's where Paper X finds numbers, finds a bit more wind in their sails. The gun's being picked up as well. Something is always quite lethal with the scoped weapons as well. Let's not leave him out of the conversation.
Yeah, a few things kind of going wrong for GE in that round. Couple of moments that really shifted. Just have to pick themselves up and run it back. They've got an investment here. It's not as if they can't fight for this round. Crystal has been given a rifle. We've got Ymthon looking to try and push his way forward as well. Shotgun in hand, but held at bay for now by the dark cover. And Forsaken spams away at Ymthon. So, doesn't look like GE are going to have too much success here. They're going to walk their way out of that smoke right into the center. Who gets all four?
Gila, Dova lagi ngecun guys.
Immediately claim the lead.
Dova lagi ngecun nih.
And putting GE through the shredder. A nice attempt. I did like the buy-up from Crystal. He had Steel Garden, so that could have been a great equalizer. But as soon as Ymthon steps across the wall, just see the reaction from Paper X so quick to it, spamming through the smokes. Once they heard Pat trying to go for that wild TP up to the top, Divine just...
Yeah, easy, boys.
Solid in this series for Paper X, hasn't he? Real rock of the team at the moment. Reinvestment again, of course, for GE. 5 rifles across the board. They're going to just keep trying to batter down this door that Paper X is holding on to at the moment. Strong mound control from Paper X to start this round off. It pushes GE away.
Incredible synergy from the team. But at the same time, this costs some valuable resources, key pieces of utility that could be strong for retakes. So GE happy to sit and wait. Let that go off while they start to find some picks as Paper X starts to overextend.
Something just hunting for information there. And instead gets a bullet in the head. Got a lot happening in this round for GE. The push over towards A at Tree. Crystal watching middle alongside Harvey. And now Envy's gone down as well. Again, kind of hunting for that information.
Forsaken, please.
Settled on this defense right now. It might come down to Forsaken solo holding on C. Gets the info of Ymthon's position, but I'm not sure that's going to help much. It's going to pull the rotate over to C, and GE are ahead at A.
Yeah, similar problems to the pistol round, isn't it? I mean, Jordan, don't Paper X look quite antsy right now.
They look a bit rattled, yeah.
You just have a little player, setting off some trips and thorns towards the A side, some players out towards C, just poking their heads through a little bit, and Paper X start to peek out. So much so that, you find 2 X's outside of B. 3 players remaining, and, well, they still have some even numbers. They could go for this. They're left with not much utility. A smoke from Forsaken, Divine with a possible flash, but it's a slow one. Meanwhile, G has already set up so far up to the top of heaven that they have vision in towards CT. This should just be a call to save.
I think it might be. It's a chance for Paper X to have a bit of a chat, because I would imagine right now they're just feeling a little bit awkward about how things are playing out here on Lotus. It's not exactly gone to plan, obviously, on map 1, and now on map 2, they're really being tested by GE. So, need to have a conversation, and ideally you don't use your timeout for that. You can use these crucial seconds to try to figure out what has been going wrong. Maybe what do we change up? Do we try something a little bit more aggressive as a unit outside of A? Bit of a rubble play. The sort of the B creep has not worked. The mount holds a bit okay. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of where it felt like it fell apart. Two players just individually pushing their way out of B, hunting for info, hunting for a timing, hunting for a pick, and both of them lose their lives.
But it also just always comes down to that slight tango of tempo. GE slows things down. PaperX needs to go that extra step slower with the operators being brought out. But now trying to go back for that rubble fight, as you called it.
Jing over the top, gets himself one before he falls. Not sure that'll be too disappointing though for GE. They're still breaking open the defense with that pick.
Yeah, taking down Javi's a pretty big pickup. No more Nightfall for the upcoming round. Still though, corralling themselves all towards tree.
Oh, one by one. They work their way in, and again a 1-4-1 there for Envy.
And they'll take further space away with that Vise ult coming in as well. Get the spike down, further setups, but they might not expect the ones from behind.
Well, it's all a question of what GE does here, and it looks like they're going to try to push their way forward. Patman taking some nice forward positioning.
Waduh, nggak dapet lagi.
Shot forces something back
Udah bangong tuh dia.
dashing away. Slows things down again for PaperX, and Ymthon happy to set himself up on the line one more time. Spam through the cloudburst, gets himself another, and sets Patman up for the success. The high-low works out this time for GE, and they are really putting PaperX under the pump right now.
Just beautiful onto the post plants. You put that question in mind, you know, it's all about what GE does in the post plant. And clearly, you know, taking further space up towards heaven would have been the key. Not only that, just quickly getting a couple of shots through that cloudburst as well. I mean, always anticipating what PaperX's next move is going to be, where they're going to end up or show up off of, you know, deduction to slight timings, and it just works out so darn well right now. They're reading PaperX. Still though, gun saved up. PaperX tries to go back through.
Yeah, something this time delivering with the op to start the round off. There is a little bit of progression here though from Patman, and if that wall goes down, Patman should have a freebie, which he'll be happy to take. Paranoia forward through the door. Envy can't see much, but Patman does not push the issue. He cops a Paranoia now as well. This is all getting a little bit messy, but as the dust settles, 4v4, space still held here by Patman.
Oh my god, he goes for the TP!
And that's a big TP. There is nobody on C.
Well, the wall will slow things down just a bit, which could bring the rotations quick enough for PaperX to get back into this fight.
I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Plan's going to go down. I mean, of course, the rotation will come through for PaperX, and they'll look for that retake, but GE are well set up in this post plan. Harvey's got the Nightfall as well to try to push them away if he wants to go for it, holding it.
But they're playing further back now. Jing would have to really slice up the site with his paint shells.
There's the Nightfall. And again, that starts to slow things down for PaperX, not to mention that kill on the Forsaken. Jing will push his way forward, and Envy is in there as well for a frag. It is just one remaining, and Patman inside the smoke.
Retake yang sangat bagus.
A little too telegraphed as the Omen. So 3-3 will be the scoreline. It was a nifty trick from GE to pivot back over to C, but this time PaperX get it done.
Yeah, what worked out quite well for GE before would have been some slight misdirection, but you called it very clearly, Jordan. This is a little bit too telegraphed. They saw where the Nightfall was coming from. They kind of knew where the rest of GE were positioned. No one was holding some kind of a weird off angle, and that gave PaperX all the initiative that they needed just to launch themselves in the side. I mean, look at the movement from Jing, but also the paint shells. Everyone push on through from waterfall angle as well.
Gila lo.
Angles that, unfortunately,
Halo gila, ngarep lo win tuh.
Makes things really difficult. Oh, I love it. Both coaches crashing out.
What a cutoff. Would have loved to hear what we would have said after that, but here we go into round number 7. Showstopper is a little bit too much for Autumn to deal with. A quick way to be here though for GE. They are taking space. That
bisa makan nih, Jing.
Will slow them down.
Timing.
He's kind of threaded the needle here a little bit. I wonder if PaperX are aware.
It might not be, but Seeker's going to show it off now. Meanwhile, something just continues to put up a wall.
Nice banget.
With that up.
Hit, dimakan something, 1, 2, 3.
Unless there's a big recovery to be had. Something with the op you would not think we'll be making a mistake here. So
just take their time with things, you know, sit on that spike like an egg.
Well, again, another chance for maybe GE to just have a little bit of a chat. A couple of rounds in a row, things have gone pear-shaped. You don't need to push the issue here in the 2v5. It's very unlikely you're going to win this round. So use this as a quasi-tech pause, or tac pause, I should say.
Yeah. Oh, still staying alert, though. Stay frosty in case paperX does decide to swing out at some point. Maybe find some alt points. Ymthon very close to the overdrive. But either way, I mean, this is vintage paperX, I think, as Pilly would put it. The way that they love to, you know, yeah, they're winning out defensive rounds just as Dex called, but it's oftentimes by pushing out on extremities, the rubble fight, something with the op out towards C. Not to mention the B peaks as well. This time
dong, Jason.
supported by flashes from Envy.
That will be overdrive for Ymthon in the next round if they want it. Round win, of course, for paperX.
Yeah. Which you would think kind of would be another call to continue to slow down that pace. You can't be setting foot too early on in the rounds if paperX are just looking to explode on a dime. Outside rubble, outside mount, you never quite know.
Timeout.
So being a little bit more tactical off of the timeout as well, with Frost finding his intervention. At the same time, though, we've got to keep in mind the fact that having lost these rounds in a couple of rows,
Win G kagak, gila, percaya banget lu.
Maybe with a partial investment for the next
Kabar
round,
guys.
not too worse for wear. They should still be able to.
Gimana dibantai nih sama paperX nih?
Could go for an orb, got to kill somewhere, and that could give them a pretty strong post plant as well. But then again, you're just never quite certain what paperX's next move is exactly going to be.
Bit of time for paperX to have a chat as well, of course, and I don't know what I'd be saying here is, Alex, I think it's kind of just keep it up, boys. You know, maybe a couple of mishaps earlier on in this map, but generally speaking, it's looked pretty good. Ops are continuing to be a problem for GE.
Yeah, you sound like you'd make a pretty good dad.
Naik market tuh hari ini ya?
You don't even want to think about
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point.
Ya apa-apa lu lah.
Man's enjoying his life.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, where would you rather be?
I don't know. Player's life seems pretty fun right now. Trying to play for these rounds. Operator shots.
Boy, fast play outside of C for Bosen.
Okay.
It's an Envy doubling down, but Autumn and Patman have the response, and it is a quick exchange. 2-on-2 is where we'll find ourselves something. Just gonna have to back away after that shot. You do have the fast flank coming through from Forsaken.
Aduh, ada ininya face lagi.
Stop him in his tracks.
Tarik bang.
Something has to stay alive. He's heard the step.
He's back.
Okay, nice banget, nice banget.
The wall does get triggered. So GE will be aware, roughly speaking, of where Forsaken is coming from.
Yeah, trying to keep them interested while something repositions off elsewhere. But in all that time, Pat can continue to push further on as well.
Nice!
It's not an ideal duel for Crystal. It gets a lot of damage down, though, onto Forsaken, and it's onto Patman again. And again and again, we tell him he has been the consistent force for this GE lineup.
Aduh, ayo cek kiri ya dong.
In the last map, here's a chance for
Nice!
Until something says, no thank you
Let's
very
go.
much. paperX will get their fifth.
Let's go.
Yeah, I might have been on the same team before, brother, but not this time around. Something wanting to be the best Russian in Pacific. Operator plays out with the Blade Storm when it's needed, and paperX find themselves a pretty decent lead that could extend further as well. GE will be finding themselves once again with not the best economy at times, but this round was just quite the big explosion. The exchange as you called it, but flashes on both sides, and paperX just continuing to swing out will find themselves at, you know, some kind of a disadvantage. It was just very careful and methodical approach from Forsaken to be that big brain guy, you know, jump, spot out multiple times, keep GE on their toes, and they're starting to lose that composure a bit again.
It's been an all-out brawl, really.
4 out towards BC.
Aduh.
That's really nice from Autumn.
Kira nggak ketahuan anjing.
Missing a timing through the smoke and catching Forsaken off guard. Player advantage in this round for
Ya,
GE,
bisa nih, bisa.
actually walking into again a big setup outside of C here from PaperX.
Semoga Ji nggak ketahuan, semoga Ji nggak ketahuan, semoga Ji nggak ketahuan, semoga Ji nggak ketahuan.
Go quite deep enough. I'm a bit concerned here for GE. Oh, and that's exactly why. Jing for the double and Envy to help out. And just as soon as that round starts well, GE make the incorrect call to go C.
Info.
It's not a setup that they would have been too familiar with, despite Autumn's correct playings out towards A for now. Gonna have to be very careful, but it's a high-low on the other side.
I mean, it's not unwinnable for Autumn, but it's a real tough ask, especially if there's 3 players that are now going to be set up on this line, given his position is noted, and
Aduh.
Autumn for one.
Weh.
Going to go at him. There
Serem
was
banget anjing.
a chance. I mean, something survives on 6 HP. If he falls there, who knows what happens, but nonetheless, not to be for GE. 6-3. PaperX slowly mounting a comeback in this series.
Oh yeah.
Serem banget, Nyet.
Apologize for my energy and my laughter, but it's just the most something thing to do. Not the most tactical play, but he loves to just dive at his opponents out with a shorty like that.
Aduh, kalau something tadi mati sih. Nggak tahu deh.
Clearly, very big trap setup outside of C for PaperX, and now they swap it over onto A site.
Big attempt outside of A this time. The Rubble fight not going well for GE.
Ada yang lewat satu anjing.
Chiming in with a double.
Ih, nggak ketahuan ya?
GE just don't
Oh, nggak apa-apa,
seem to
nggak
have
apa-apa,
the
nggak apa-apa,
answers
nggak
right
apa-apa,
here
nggak
on Lotus. This was a
Nice.
very good map historically for PaperX, and we are getting that fact reinforced right in front of our eyes.
I mean, it really just is an entire symphony orchestrated by Alex. You know, the whole team, everyone has their part to play, and they just continue to do it on every portion of the map, outside of C, outside of A. And as long as they continue to land these shots, you know, silence G as soon as they step out. Even with the round-to-round reads, you're never quite sure how you're going to be able to stop this sort of momentum, how you're going to be able to stop this train. Flawless, and they go on through again. 3-2 split this time.
No early fight to be had this time around. Again, forward positions being held both on A and on C for PaperX. It's going to take a lot of work for GE to get map control in this round.
Yeah, I really just want to slow things down. Work off of what you know. PaperX is going to extend at some point. Work off of the weaker utility that PaperX will find themselves with. Maybe closer towards the B side, but then again, that's where some of the Vise bits are set up. But they've kind of baited them out as well.
1-1-3-1. Oh, dia mau perangin C-nya dari door.
Connection doesn't go through. Bit of pressure outside of C right now here for PaperX to be concerned about. Yudotan keen for it. Try and push his way forward. Still Garden invested as well. Forsaken holding on nicely. That is a little awkward. Again for GE, they just cannot find those entries.
Oke, nice banget.
Anything apparently at this point, quite. This seems a foregone conclusion. PaperX kind of rolling GE at this
Nice.
5 guns alive. PaperX having no problems on the defense now.
PaperX.
With every round like this that goes by, Frost just continues to grow gray hairs. I mean, what on earth?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Whatever G did previously on Breeze just doesn't seem to matter so much now. PaperX are just fiery with this sort of plays. You know, every single round, they're coming down at your opponent's throats, down Patman's throat, and he's just not able to respond. Every time they tried that entry, even with the ults over on the C side, PaperX fend them off.
Oh, running back. Last round. The half here, as GE will try and salvage something. Again, it'll try to be towards that C side. Autumn causing a bit of a ruckus over towards A, keeping at least something honest. Hasn't been broken yet.
Jujur, AWP 11 sama lu lah kan ada bilang.
Oh, there's just nothing in this at all for GE. Bamboozled again by PaperX. They barely even get to shoot back.
Orang lurker, orang lurker.
They're getting owned. They are getting owned right now.
It is flawless to flawless. You can kind of see, what they're trying to do, right? Set up towards B, announce their presence a little bit, get PaperX kind of curious, perhaps, and then, end up over to the C side as their final port of call. But when you're operating with this sort of mindset, and PaperX have their own flow state, they're this comfortable, they want to go for those opening picks, and the spaces at which, outside of C mound, outside B pillar, are so enclosed, it's the best and most smoothest PaperX that you're ever going to see. They love to play off of that. You got Envy with the flashes, you got Divine Vise with the flashes outside of C as well, and every single fight that PaperX tends to take is going to be so advantageous to them that they are going to find numbers advantage either way. GE just don't have, the right balance to go off of.
Itu Jason disuruh pakai Vandal sama abangnya kemarin.
It's unfortunate but very.
Kemarin pakai Phantom mulu deh ya.
So, a whitewash is what it will be as we swap sides over on with GE over onto the defense. Hopefully you're thinking this Vise is going to do something. They had the deadlock previously, as the desk was talking about, but when this double duelist is looking this good, something, we got Jing as well.
Gue malah kalau misalnya kalau nembaknya kurang, ganti-ganti gue. Kadang Vandal, kalau Vandalnya tembakan gue aneh, Phantom, kadang gitu gue anjing.
Okay, we've got a third map, we've got Pearl. Yeah, we might get a little bit owned on this map. That's okay. This is PaperX's map pick. They're historically really good on it. What are we going to do to close this series out on Pearl? So even if this is not going to come together for GE on this map, which it doesn't look like it will, you try to take some positives away from the situation. See if they can at least cause a bit of a ruckus, make PaperX work for this map.
Baru geser semua.
It might be the latter.
Itu loh.
And Jing just find 2 easy entries toward A.
You're kidding me. He was on an elevated angle. PaperX still lands that shot.
Gak ada ini ya?
Incredible.
Oh, nggak beli ini.
Spike down. Rotate to come through for GE, but 3v5 retake doesn't really feel like it's going to be.
Udah, please jangan bandel dong. Udah. Op.
You have to kind of
Stop.
Okay, hang on. Forsaken almost gives away his life there. Obviously, Davai does give
Udah jangan aneh-aneh. Udah diam. Nah, sip.
For GE, Ymthon on the cross cops a lot of damage, but Autumn helps him out with a headshot onto Envy. Now Crystal into the kill feed as well.
Nice.
Wait just a minute. GE are still coming back into the swing of things. They don't know where Jing is though, and he's pretty healthy.
No.
1v1. Jing can't get it done. Autumn saves the day, and Global will take the second half pistol
to put themselves back within range. 4-9, sure, but any round you would be happy to take it right now. The player from down under, and he does it with the rest of the team. I mean, it's masterclass. You start off with some really risky positions and plays, but if you don't take the risk, then it doesn't really work out at all. And thankfully, Ymthon finds a shot off of it. They start to make some noise with a slide by. Crystal finds his timing off the peaks, and Autumn gets it all the way across the finishing line at the end. What are you doing? You got to maintain that composure all the way through towards the end.
That's my question as well, but I'm just not allowed to say that because I have to be professional.
Sure.
Davai though, good start there on the Patman.
Marshals.
Might not be done just yet here for GE. They feel like they're back in it. Autumn certainly the one that is a proponent of that, clutching the last round, pulling back those 2 kills in this. And we're back to 4-on-3, and that starts to lower the blood pressure a little bit for GE.
PaperX, though, still in this fight. We'll have some marshals to kind of play with.
Something round the corner here. Not landing a whole lot just yet, and
what are we doing?
That is making it difficult for PaperX to have any inroads. There's obviously some damage down. Autumn wants to get back out to safety, but can't escape through the orb. 3-on-3 now.
I can't believe that worked. They just
Something culik lagi nih Outlaw nih.
Into a firefight. It's aim duels, and the marshals kind of have it with.
Makan kristal, tuh agak.
Oh god, Autumn.
Aduh.
Something just getting his timing off there as Crystal hears him essentially elephant feeding it around through middle.
Iya, marah-marah mulu deh.
Get that spike down.
Lagi marah nih dia nih.
Going to be quite the advantage for GE to play with.
Dark Cover's a bit of a tell though. GE on their way back towards A. 15 seconds, they are going to be able to challenge this.
Timing.
So Crystal finishes it off himself. Nice 3K in the round. GE are back in it.
And that's what you love about this roster. Everyone with a different bit of value. Crystal's gonna prove to be that cool, level-headed guy. Just playing off of the right position, listening for audio cues, working off that information very well. It almost got dicey, but thanks to this trifecta that Crystal finds at the end with that Spectre, kind of brings things back.
That's what you were thinking, but you have to be professional.
We always do. We try.
Well, Jing just goes
itu
this
dia.
time, and that'll be the end of Patman.
Buset. Preman banget anjing si Jing.
HyperX in on the offense. They haven't committed to this C push just yet, and that's a good thing. Door gets opened up, and that'll be a mistake for Harvey. Paranoia as well.
Nice.
Player away. Ymthon is done so.
Ayo, waktunya.
And Autumn not quite cleared, but eventually found by Jing in the end.
Dapai. Ih, timingnya dapai. Anjing. Timingnya.
Maybe have a little bit of belief in GE in the second half after that pistol. HyperX bounce back straight away, and they're about to hit double digits unless Crystal does something pretty impressive right here.
Udah tahan aja something. Yuk, maka.
Okay. I mean, it's a start. It was messy, but it's a start.
Kok nggak sakit sih jatnya anjing nggak mati, Cok?
Ticking though, and he's always going to be concerned about
Aneh.
at the forefront.
Harusnya mati tuh, bro.
It's another stack toward that steel garden.
Wah, mati ya, aneh, Cok.
Everyone's having a little bit of fun with it. Some murmurs across the crowd, but either way, Crystal's just way too low, and the timer always working against him. Might be able to find some extra kills, which would be nice. Otherwise, you just die and get the ultimate either way. So, just a bit of consolation prize, but nonetheless, always one of these paper.
Iya, harusnya mati, guys. Sedekat itu, di nerf ya, senjatanya ya.
Just turn that dial up to an 11, and it's a full force rush down C site, continuing to check towards the back as well, where G unfortunately, kind of feed into them. And by that point, it's just numbers advantage with every single duel being won out.
Kayak semua pada pakai resolusi ini dah. Feeling gua ya.
5-10. We still have Pearl in the over the horizon.
Early smoke out. We'll keep HyperX at bay, out of rubble for now. It's a good setup for GE. Happy to hold on to that space.
HyperX does kind of slow things down as well, though.
Katanya di nerf, ya di nerf.
Bit of a prowler out towards A main will give note that A rubble might be somewhat more dirty. But at the same time, this is a very clear retake setup for GE. Crystal has a steel guard, and he's giving up so much space up front of C. And the Vice utility will slow things down a lot further. So if HyperX does decide to step through, everyone just pivots across. Unless somehow Devi on the lurk finds more damage, this still has G written over the round.
I mean, HyperX are out nicely. You're right in saying that this is very clearly a retake setup. Patman not even on his way just yet, but he'll have to make his way over soon. Plant is going down. Oh, right forward. Forsaken wants to take the fight to GE, and that turns out to be a mistake.
Oke, aman.
A little bit overzealous. Defensive steel garden as well that's going to push HyperX back away into the back of site. Showstopper to retake that space. It's nicely timed from Jing. Davai in there for one as well. But there is still at least a response from GE, and they are holding strong for now. That timer starting to tick though. Becoming a real problem.
Nice.
Top one. Jing another. The crossfire established is too good this time.
Let's go.
Up
to 11, and Pearl is looking inevitable.
Yeah, no freaking way that this happens, man. Clear retake setup and HyperX still dismantle it.
Jauh kok, kayak menurut gue jauh ya. Lu nge-slap, nembaknya tuh makin nggak lurus, makin dibikin hancur. Recoilnya dibikin jelek pokoknya kalau lu slap. Terus habis itu larinya juga deh sama energi ya. Ini itu deh.
GE fans, give us your salty tears because this is going to be HyperX's to take.
Itu ngaruh banget guys. Nge-slap itu ngeselin cok, nge-slap. Lu nge-slap sambil nembak. Apaan sih jatuhnya gitu anjing.
And Davai happy to take the 2-on-1 is potentially a little bit overzealous from him, to be fair. Not sure that was
Tapi bagus lah anjing yang di nerf tapo anjing. Serem banget kalau udah neon orang yang jago tuh, ih, jengkel anjing.
Not going to find anything. So pretty comfortable affair for PaperX in this round so far. Pretty comfortable affair on the map, to be fair.
That swing, every angle that PaperX is taking right now, they're always so ready to shoot. Javi is close to the Nightfall as well, but again, you walk into this, it's just a crossfire. You think about saving, but then at that point you're playing off.
Udah.
So,
di ulti nih anjing sama dia.
pick your poison.
2v1.
Geser mati bang.
With
Aduh, bahaya nih.
high-low setup like that, you'd say probably it is. Flash is going to go over. He's got another one here as well, but in that meanwhile,
Nice!
I was going to say something goes down, maybe. Not the case this time. 12 for PaperX. One round away from closing it out and pushing us through to Pearl.
Does make it damn close. Yeah, you're thinking 5-7's really, really tough, but it is still GE, and they are going to be quite capable. Ultimates in their pockets, and they could still try to find some way around it, but PaperX just has been quite, I don't know, streamlined on the attack. I mean, we see so many rounds where it's like flawless wins, or just being able to set up post plant, getting good reads. Now it's something with the operator. Ooh. Hang on.
It's about to start there from Patman. GE are not going to give up this fight easily. Davai does a good job of pulling out that Vice util on B.
Autumn going to be the main obstacle though, with that pit in mind.
Dapat.
The opportunities here for Ymthon not being converted eventually does get the better of Davai. Luckily, just in time to escape as well. Come back onto the line with an operator, but misses that shot. And continuing to put in the work, GE slowly picking PaperX apart in this round. They will not get their fanfare just yet.
Yeah, you kind of like that though. Sneaky little TP, you know, out in the open, Jing to swing off of it. There are always going to be trades for GE, but still some crafty plays. But at the same time, Ymthon taking that duel head on, head first, outside of lobby. This is that GE that you love to see. This puts respect on their name because despite being down 5-12, they still have what it takes to keep going further. And it honestly inspires me as we think about what could be happening on Pearl. They did play it against RQ yesterday, and they had their time with that one. PaperX, on the other hand, also pretty strong. So I always felt like this goes down to the wire, and it's very possible for GE, potentially in first history, to take that dub.
Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what the result is today, GE have impressed in these playoffs so far already. Taking a map off of PaperX, obviously the win yesterday.
Udah dimenangin nih sama PaperX kali ini. Udah ya, menangin aja udah. Satu round lagi udah lah.
Right now,
gitu tuh dia.
They are a real
anjing 120 kenal itu.
Even if they do go down to that lower bracket, I think they could make a lower bracket run for sure.
Guaranteed.
But there may not be even that requirement.
Maybe not. We'll see. 6 rounds before I reach OT. I'm not truly a believer yet. PaperX kind of broke though, but it's still the Blade Storm, and they're looking to launch an assault into A.
Yeah, they're not being too quiet about it, and they're certainly not being too slow about it either. Ymthon happy though with that door open to just set up with the scope on this line.
Please, jangan keculik.
PaperX not going to challenge it just yet. Prowler, oh that's so good. Or rather, the dog even getting the info. Got the Seekers as well, trying to really dig out the positioning of GE on this.
Nice.
Batman will be deleted. 2 entries for PaperX, but the response is swift from Ymthon, who's got that overdrive on lock. A couple of missed shots from something, and Ymthon survives. Plant down.
Ayo, Retake. Tahan. Jangan kasih dia masuk set.
You never know what could happen.
Timing important, I think, for Crystal
Ayo lo, cabut gak lo, ayo lo.
Hasn't found anybody behind that wall. Nicely done.
Nice, something.
From GE, but they're still not able to survive. Ymthon down, something picking that
Nice.
one up. Envy as well, finding Autumn and Crystal's position now.
Menang guys.
He's been smoked off, but he's hit himself a double, keeping GE.
Nggak ngecek, nggak mungkin ngecek. Nice.
And that will be to his detriment. It will be the end of the match.
Let's go.
13-6. PaperX will finish it off
Serem.
and take us all the way to Pearl.
Hell of a banger. And those were the exact same positions that they all played in that.
Let's go.
Difference being that PaperX took a little bit more forward space this time with that showstopper, and also operator movement just really slow and unfortunate for Ymthon, but nonetheless a very valiant attempt, ending with a final scoreline of 13-6.
BO3 kan ini guys.
I mean, every round, especially over from
Coba
that
gue mau buka neck market dulu lah.
just
Coba login dulu.
for GE to play their game at all, imposing their will all throughout.
Yeah, it sort of felt like GE were just a little bit uncomfortable here on Lotus from start to end. Obviously, PaperX quite domineering, really. There's a few 50-50 rounds that went the way of PaperX, and that's where it kind of really started to.
Layarnya warna-warni anjing.
GE maybe a little bit rattled, a little bit broken. But again, not the end of the world. Obviously, you're not necessarily expecting to knock PaperX over on their map pick.
Bukan naik market yo.
GE, I think they've been competitive enough today to make me think that there is a chance that they could still close this series out. It's just going to be a question of whether or not they can shake off this loss, because it is a tough loss. They did get a bit battered in this map, but third map on offer. Just take it, leave it, put it in the past, go into that third map, fresh mindset, and see how you feel. And I think it might still be possible.
We've got ourselves a series going into Masters London. Of course, the finals for Vietnam for the end of stage 1, but we expected nothing less, even if our predictions were a little bit split. We know for sure this is going to.
Dapat apa ya? Mau gue kasih teori gak? Cara buka naik market yang bener? Mau gak? Ada teorinya. Serius ada teorinya, nggak bohong gak? Nah. Serius, ini ada teorinya, gue kasih tahu teorinya, bener, ada. Nih, jadi kan misalnya kalau posisinya tiga yang kiri, hijaunya 2, kanan 1, ya kan? Biasanya kan orang bukanya langsung ini kan, yang hijau dulu kan, ya kan? Ya nggak sih? Anggap aja dibuang dulu gitu kan? Salah, itu salah banget. Itu justru yang salah guys. Nggak boleh. Lo kalau punya jiwa yang itu jangan buka yang hijaunya. Salah, itu salah banget. Justru yang kayak gitu tuh malah dapat yang jelek. Karena lu mikir nih, anjing, gue berharap nih yang saat ini gue dapat yang ini. Salah. Nih, gue kasih tahu nih, ini permainannya Riot ya. Nih, kalau dari kotak kayak gini, ini anggap aja formasinya 3-2-1 ya kan? 3-2-1. Yang pertama lu buka yang sendirian dulu, paling kanan. Nih. Ini pertama kali lu harus buka. Baru lu buang yang hijau. Serius. Nih, sekali buka gue langsung bagus nih. Serius, nih gue buka 1 langsung bagus nih. Nih ya, tuh agak. Tuh. Ya, anggap aja tuh buang ini lah. Tapi lumayan kok ini guys, lumayan. Ya nggak apa-apa. Emang harus gitu. Nah, baru lu buka. Jangan ngambil yang kanan. Salah kalau lu ngambil yang kanan. Jadi kayak Riot ini ngebaca nih skrip lu nih, ya kan? Oh, dia ngambil yang kanan dulu nih, pasti nih. Udah kurang ini nih. Nah, caranya tuh lu ambil dari yang kiri ke kanan, karena lu tau lah. Ya kan, yang kiri itu pasti yang lebih jelek lah, ya kan? Buka. buang aja. Dah. Setelah itu nih, lihat nih, ketiga nih. Nih, lihat nih. Tiga nih, lihat nih. Nah, masuk ke sini practice ke the range dulu. Ke the range dulu. Dah. Habis itu ke the range, bunuh 3 orang di dalam. Beneran ini serius.
My ultimate's ready.
Pakai jet.
My ult's ready.
Practice bunuh 3 orang. Misalnya nih lu mau nyari skin apa dulu nih? Mau skin serif. Skin serif berarti lu bunuhnya pakai serif. Oke, lu bunuh dulu nih 3 orang. 1 2. Belum kena ya, sabar ya guys ya. Nah, udah 3 mau apa lagi? Phantom Bang Matthew, Phantom. Oke. Phantom ya. 1. Nggak boleh lebih. Itu udah 3. Deh. Mau apa? Baki ini karena gua nggak punya baki ya. Nih, bunuh 3. 1 2 3 baru langsung quit. Nih, lihat nih. Serif, Phantom, baki. Oke. Udah siap. Serif, Phantom, baki. Tar. Mayan dapat ion anjing. Dapat toh. Ion baki nggak apa-apa. Bagus kan gue udah bilang. Tuh. Bagus ini guys. River gak usah lah River. Ini bagus 2 anjing loh. Ih, murah lagi loh guys. Gila cuma 900. Aduh, gitu. Lumayan bukan main lagi. Tuh, bener kan? Tuh dapet. Nggak apa-apa, emang harus gitu. Ya, gua ambil sih yang ini. Baki gua ambil lah. Duh. Ngasih ion sih emang enak banget sih. Lu pakai ini nggak pernah miss deh. AWP gua banget kan ini. Iya. Lumayan guys, gila. 900 oke lah. Bakinya, aduh, gue mau nyari serif sih sebenarnya. Serif gue gosong guys. Nah, keren banget. Bagus, iya, OP yang lagi dipakai orang-orang sekarang kan. Nah itu dia. Itu tuh teorinya ya, gue kasih tahu tuh. Teori tuh dari gua. Jangan bilang, diam-diam aja. Nggak usah yang kayak sini nggak usah kasih tahu. Buat lu sendiri aja. Udah beli skin apa aja lu? Dikit sih itu aja yang sering gua pakai aja sih. Gue pengen serif nih cok, nggak dapet serif anjing yang bagus. Sinting, Allah sinting. Ini pakai ion ya? Enak anjing. Piu. Aka Dragon anjing, Aka Dragon nggak tuh, nggak ada gua anjing, itu skin lama banget nggak sih? Cami, iya emang kenapa lu Cami kenapa? Open mabar ya dia, open party. Dia rank apa guys?
Nice one. Oh, they bought.
Jelek ini marketnya. Tapi gampang. Bagusnya masih punya gua anjing nama kartnya. Ngering apa dia? Diaman 1 ya guys ya. Gimana ini guys, sabar gue nonton lah. Ini udah mau main nih,
Of the duelists and sentinels for either team.
I think Devi can do a lot of work, especially when he gets onto that defender half against Neon and Phoenix. They both have to go through that wall and the razor right, so it's all about who wants it more for me. The winner of this goes to Masters.
Gue nggak terlalu suka. Bukan nggak terlalu suka, emang nggak suka aja.
Pacific, but I think that crown now goes to Global Esports, and they are this close to qualifying for Masters London. Let's send it back to our casters, Alfish Guy and Quack, for the very first Masters London qualified team.
Well, you might call them misfits. I want to give them the title of usurpers of the King's potential.
Yo, let's go.
That will be the case. Is it fair to say PaperX are the Kings of Pacific?
Nggak mau pakai teori gua, makanya pakai teori gua. Gua kasih tahu tuh, bagus-bagus kan?
Best team in the world, Jinx got the highest ACS.
Yeah, and that's where maybe Kings need to be usurped. That is going to be the agenda today for Global Esports on this third and final map of the series. The last one that will decide which of these two teams will claim that first qualification spot.
Gue nyari serif sih, serif yang bagus apa ya?
Big stakes, big responsibility as well.
Habis ini lanjut Valo lah, push sampai mau 2. Gue lagi 3 match ya guys ya. Gue lagi 3 match baru imo anjing. Kalau menang. Kalau menang.
Push up towards that position. This time around though, different approach up the guts of middle, just to be able to pivot towards either side at a moment's notice. PaperX, however, taking their time with things as well. You don't see this too often from both sides.
Yeah, PaperX just giving them absolutely
serif yang baru.
Zero info on the map right now for Global.
Tapi bagus sih, serif yang baru bagus sih.
No idea what PaperX are up to. That Prowler won't spot too much out. Patman keen to have a bit of a peek there. Wisely not opting to go for the orb. I think he would have been run down had he tried, but PaperX might be stopped in their tracks outside of A right here. Smoke goes up and they are not keen to go through it.
Yeah, but that's util baited out. You got the alt point now, and you can go all the way back into the B site, and that's exactly the game that has been played between these two teams. Map 1, masterful tempo being played by Breeze, by Global on Breeze. Map 2, just PaperX being so aggressive. Now PaperX is starting to learn to that, and they look to launch themselves down B long.
Oh, Harvey's going to need a bit of help here.
Aduh, check.
PaperX players headed in his direction and just gets deleted straight off the bat by Invi. There was nobody there to help him out. Yudatan's been spotted as well in the back hall. Here comes the flood.
Nice something.
GE, and the response is quick. Crystal and Autumn finding the double each.
15 seconds.
I don't think it's possible for Davai. This is impossible, surely.
10 seconds left.
Not once your opponents have picked up a double.
The double, actually, as it were.
Just incredible swings.
Triple A.
From Autumn and his teammates. Just quick, fast flood, and I think that was all.
Kemarin gue win streak berapa guys? 10 guys ya? 10 ya? Gue belum kalah ya? Kemarin gue terakhir nggak jadi main itu. Gue udah capek banget anjing. Harusnya wangi gue ntar.
In the hottest of zones. The next round comes up and you've got the buys then. PaperX though. It's Devi on the Sheriff.
Gotta make sure you don't drop this round though.
Masang, ada masang. Gue nonton ini idola gue aja.
And they did kind of fumble against the second round. It's not that much of an investment obviously for PaperX, but a couple of good shots in here maybe from Devi with that Sheriff. Could really be the difference maker.
At least Amy presence.
Udah cair duluan. Gila, udah cair.
Hiding around it. Spotting out PaperX players, maybe finding a numbers advantage off of it, or just to hover back, get more players rotating. PaperX, they'll be happy if they at least get the spike down.
Well, they've pulled that rotate over to AGE. 3 players on this site. Still something could happen. PaperX holding 4 now. Forsaken will be the benefactor of a bullet to the head, and Patman doubling down. Very much wanting to see a little bit more out of Patman in this series. That was a big narrative that was built at the start of the day and reinforced on the desk just now. Patman not necessarily missing, but hasn't been up to his usual scratch. And if he comes alive here in this third map, that could be the win con.
Kalau menang dapat gede, ya nggak tahu. Kenapa nanya kayak gitu loh? Oh.
And that's going to be that composure, that conversion found off of the pistol. I mean, G has always been so darn good on pistols. I think it was like, what, 5 out of, or 4 out of 5 today so far. But getting this second one just means that they can take it that extra step further.
Yep.
PaperX, though, now with the guns in, maybe starting to get the rush over onto A site.
Yeah, fast take outside of A, but I'm not sure they're going to be allowed to A itself.
Bucky and a Sheriff. Shots fired across. PaperX never had any intention of selling there. It's just Javi now, and we have what is very similar to the pistol round. Still, though, what's that read from GE going to be? Javi peeks his head across, and he might...
Oy. You want to get out of there pretty quick, Smart. And he's out.
Nice. Smoked off as well. So maybe some rotations brought over, and you can kind of go back to a 3-1-1 with Crystal being nearby. Still might be able to fast flood back in, and that could be bonus on the cards. PaperX, not too much utility left.
Yeah, another good read for GE. They've got the forces in this direction. Ymthon needs a big start, and he gets it onto Jing. Trouble is, Jing's still alive, and Forsaken's found a 2K on the entry. So once again, it's worked out okay for PaperX. Autumn will try to play spoiler with a curveball as he dashes his way out onto the site, but to no avail. We'll have another chance at it, and Batman also chiming in the meanwhile. Now the 1v2 required. Autumn hit a nice flash there, but doesn't capitalize on it. Jing will fall. 1v1. Autumn could do it again. Forsaken is in the back calls, not spotted now.
Oh, santai, udah pasti clutch master dari Forsaken. Hehehe, itu loh.
Cannot get it done.
Clutch master, tenang aja.
Forsaken and Autumn can't watch them all.
And that's that difference that PaperX brings to the factor, just having that clutch gene in them. They've been in these situations before. They've had so many international appearances as well, while G are hungry for their first. It comes down to these little minute differences. They tried to fast flood back in, but Forsaken just puts up a massive performance, being able to swing around his crosshair despite the right reads from GE. The next round comes up, and they'll be able to buy back in. Outlaw could go huge.
Gimana tuh land out anjing di ini ya?
Not sure you want to go through
Antena
that.
ya?
3 players on the other side. It's not a happy finish to the peak there for Davai. GE will be pleased with the proceedings though, but they're going to have to scramble their way back over to B.
That was always the way they kind of struggled for the retake a little bit, but this time around, full flashes, just no real smokes at the moment. They could be going pretty soon, especially with Ymthon.
Should be some nice flashes out here from Autumn as well. The angles really allowing for those curveballs to do some real work. There's a fast flank coming through for PaperX as well, so GE need to be clean on this entry, and so far, it's anything but. 2 for 2 is definitely a factor, but Forsaken will come into play on that flank, bring it back to the 2 for 1. That's
nice.
An early investment from Pat, which was very nearly required. In the end, it was down to the 1v1, but GE have got it done, and you can just see how important these rounds are for GE early on in this map.
Right, cement that strong lead.
3-1 now. Santai, relax.
Which is, to be honest, not too great. I mean, Nightfall and everything, but that kind of hurts our health, right? There's a bit of decay off of it, and it gives you confidence for the swings. And this is what GE did so well. Tremendous retake, tremendous trades. Just finding that staggered approach off of initial utility. I mean, the one-way slowed them down a lot, but Ymthon just kind of sacrifices live in for it, and then Autumn and everyone else just waterfalls off of that fact. So next round comes up now, and PaperX.
Wih, perang A, perang B kan nih. Gila.
For this push, it's a perfect setup.
Gila diperangin.
PaperX have walked right into that. They get deleted. Forsaken, the lone survivor, tries to go scurrying away, but GE will lock in a 4th. They are a 1/3 of the way to London.
Great
way to put it.
Lu orang pada ngeliat map juga.
How the rest of this could go.
Bilang dong.
Warning signs
Gua kira kalian nggak ngeliat map.
Because we've seen rounds like this before. In fact, maybe the very exact same one. Just the fact that G are playing a different composition this time. They pushed all the way down B long. They tried to launch that themselves in. Which is very clear.
Sabar, Palek.
Earthquake for us casters.
Gak apa-apa, Palek. Tenang, Palek.
Yeah, somebody's getting in trouble.
Tenang, Palek. Jangan marah-marah, Palek. Santai.
Some fiery words coming through that microphone right now, and this is not how PaperX saw today going. 4-1 for GE on the final map.
Can we really fault the guy? That was just one of those rounds that looks kind of
Sabar, Palek.
to the naked eye, at least.
Pantat di meja lama-lama.
At least we can see for now with the upcoming rounds.
Tenang,
that one away,
chill, relax, santai.
So many options. Well, G has to do a lot of the legwork to try and figure out what PaperX is about to do. I mean, you can go off. Oh, hang on, that's pretty weird. A couple, but yeah, double duelist.
Oh, it's a long way to come to watch PaperX lose.
Love the faith, the loyalty.
Sudah panik. Santai guys. Belum.
PaperX won't be happy down 4-1, but it is a recoverable map, that's for sure. Alex is still molding.
Neon B, I think outlaw. Dimple, Molly, and Fed. Ready guys?
Yeah, ready,
3, 2, 1. Pick. Expect for Neon there, okay? With outlaw. Let's go. Go. I'm gonna Molly left.
Alright, it's pretty clear. Force the outlaw off of the line and set yourselves up around the site, but know that G is going to be retaking pretty darn soon, so the post-plant positions are key.
Yo, dapat nih.
Round for PaperX so far. They've got in, they've got a 5-on-5 post-plant. GE completely out of the site at the moment.
Do you like Nightfall back after the lockdown?
Potentially. Lockdown certainly going to push PaperX away.
Wow, they're actually drawing them in.
There's that Nightfall as you expected, and PaperX capitalizing on that timing. Something is going to get detained, and he's going to be a freebie for Ymthon, but the rest of the force is still in play here for PaperX. Jing taken out of run it back, and the force pushing their way forward here for GE. Just get deleted, defuse, not even half, just
nice banget.
PaperX look like they're going to walk away with the victory in this round. It's a hefty investment from GE, but it will not go their way, so good response from PaperX off the back of the timeout, but still more work to do.
Definitely. But nonetheless,
ini tim yang lu bangga-banggain tapi kebante.
It's one of these where it's a tempo game.
Nonton PaperX ini PaperX ini ya. Gua kasih tahu sampai selesai, sabar. Lu baru nonton 41, belum kelar. Lihat dulu anjing.
Autumn is such a viable threat right now. What is he like 8 kills on top of everyone else? And it's just the way that he's able to set himself
Sabar, lihat nih. Masih aduh. Cuma dapat 4 doang dia, guys. Ini dibikin stuck ini 4-nya nih mah dia. Dapat nih. Dor. Ayo lo. Bang something.
And he gets what he wants.
Kena sih dia. Nggak kena ya.
No way he should be getting 2 from there. Gonna go for a little bit more. Prowler out to see if there's anybody else. Jing around the corner here with the curveball. He's crushed himself. Oh dear. No, Patman on for the ace. This could be it. The return of the
Jangan kasih dia ace. Jangan kasih dia ace.
1v4. It's not possible, surely. What a round though from Patman. I wanted the ace for him. That is not to be. Still, you'll take it as GE go up to 5, and that is just individual brilliance from Patman.
Serem.
I can't believe it. First of all, there was an outlaw on the other side.
Patman lagi oke aja ini guys, lagi oke aja dia.
Still lands a shot. Doesn't fully dodge the flash. We can just see how locked in he is. Very careful with that trigger. That brings him up to that 4th. At that point, the round was basically done.
Gives himself a slap on the back with the chair there as well. This will be another timeout from PaperX. They are really rattled.
Really would have to be. I mean, you cannot lose your composure, your heads in moments like these. I mean, this is a team that has been touted to be the best, but suddenly, you know, off of, you know, the score line, sudden close retakes from GE, and they just send themselves kind of assuming that they're able to take these fights, but
Aku masih ngelawan yang kemarin sih kayaknya lah.
and Alex is definitely incredibly nervous now. A main
Sabar nih lihat nih.
factor for both sides. You give it up and you could be looking at big ultimates on either one.
Dari kemarin gitu terus Batman lagi kenceng dari kemarin, si ini lagi kenceng banget nih ini hoki aja itu hoki. Emang dikasih aja itu deh, udah seneng. Sabar. Gila.
Just not entirely sure what the play or what the call's gonna be. Their buy is not too great this round either.
Yep. Just the 3 rifles through. Might still be enough for Paper X, though. Something's got the Blade Storm ripped out as well. So he'll still be a key factor. And Davai's been pretty nutty with the Sheriff to try and clear a bit of space out himself. I think what's important to consider here for GE as well is that this is where it really starts to feel like it gets real, right? They've, for the first time, started to play in playoffs and it's been going well
for both
but
sides.
It's 5-2 now in the 3rd map, London on the line, and this is where the nerves, this is where the pressure really starts to build on even a team like GE when they're ahead. So can they keep their cool? And if they can, it looks like they can beat Paper X today. There's no doubt about that.
Well, pressure can forge diamonds, but for the outside, it could crack you as well.
Ymthon pushed away by
sabar, chill.
Paper X slow.
Nice.
Tree. Something gets away with a nice one onto Ymthon, and that is the opener that Paper X have been looking for.
Yeah, quite the different approach this time. Slowly through middle, break down GE setups, and that gives them less information to work off of. GE then would be forced to try to worry about different sides a little bit more, but right now, maybe guessing correctly, Javi hears footsteps up B long. The rotations are good.
Yeah, there's a lot of players there, but the Cosmic
Please
Divide
check corner.
this site in
Please check kiri. Please check kiri. Please check kiri. Please check kiri.
Harvey through the smoke gets himself one. Looking for more, can't do it. Davai cleans it up with the Sheriff, but time is really problematic here for Paper X. They're going to try and push that plan down. It will not be denied. Autumn with the runner back through gets a little bit of room, gets a little bit of info, and GE are fighting their way back.
Bisa Jing, 3 doang Jing.
Just Jing in the
Nice.
1v3, can't get it done. GE will have another.
This is one of those rounds to look back on. Round number 8, and it's Paper X doing the most insane thing possible. You get hit with a Nightfall, but you don't back down. In fact, you double down into the site, but GE, they just continue to fight. Being bold and outrageous with the flashes. Still, it's Autumn who leads the charge. The rest of the team to play off of it. Javi, great with the spray downs. And off of low HP Paper X, unfortunately.
Mana sih dia anjing?
This, unfortunately, it's still relatively early on, but you can only imagine what it feels like to be in Paper X's seats right now.
GE fans in the audience are counting down the rounds. 7 to go. Where is Paper X? Are they going to turn up here on Pearl?
Middle once again.
Gila, dia ngontrolnya 4 mulu, Cok. Tadi di B 4, atau dia juga 4. Gitu ya ngontrol map ini ya.
Awkward fight, but Harvey having it handled and substandard weaponry not doing Paper X any favors in this round.
I almost feel like I can't breathe.
Udah kasih ngopi dulu nggak sih? Ngopi dulu.
This is such a smart call from Javi.
Biar relax dulu anjing nih.
As a team. And that's always going to be an extra factor. Paper X does decide to take it somehow. On A site, you always have an extra angle to work off of. Now Crystal has the entire site trapped up. And if Paper X does step through, they're always going to be working against the back foot once more. Numbers, disadvantage, maybe even health if you get hit by this Nano Swarm. Crystal's close by, and he can always go for an early pick. Meanwhile, the rest of GE, big flank. Hello?
It's a slow flank.
Yeah, but with all 4.
It's going to take a lot of time for them to get into retake position here, so it's incredibly important that Crystal does not go down. He survives against Jing and doubles down onto Envy, so that will pretty much seal the deal. Davai needs
wajar Iko nggak apa-apa kalau Iko. Ini dapat plan udah bagus. Dapat plan udah bagus, nggak apa-apa. Udah mentokin 7 aja.
Gotta clock it. And with rounds like these, you just start to think.
Kasih 7 aja.
Cracking.
Paper X is like a wounded animal right now. I mean, they've used both of their timeouts. They're down 7 to 2. Where do you turn to here?
I don't feel like G even needs to call anything else. There's not much else you can really do. You've tried middle, you've tried both sides. Unless you're somehow able to slow things down a lot further, cool your jets.
Oh,
he knows. He's called both. You're just sitting back watching the team play it now.
Not that deep, I mean.
One mid.
I'll just take it back.
So, you kill the first guy. I have flash. Mid,
close the
guys,
doors.
3 mid. Get ready.
Stopping doors, okay? Cool.
One
I'll
A
go
mid.
with you guys. They know we have A. I'm just gonna fight
Get
you
ready
guys.
for them to fight.
Oh, this is so smart. Suddenly into art, a big trap setup, and PaperX.
Udah mulai emosi deh kayak deh.
Avoid it for the time
Udah mulai
being.
emosi nih.
GE had a very good read.
Aku gede orang fight gitu kata tadi deh.
Ready for the fight if it came. It didn't in the end, and now they're going to start to have.
Udah fightin, fightin.
PaperX meanwhile making their way toward B. But info is coming through thick and fast for GE, so they should be quick on the rotate. I'm not sure that they'll be quite there in time to try to defend the site, but Ymthon gets out with the fast lane. That provides a bit of space for Harvey, who instantly dies. And
Makan jing, nice!
Well, PaperX have found the round they've been looking for the longest of time. Oh!
And then there was Crystal, who's unfortunately another posticle. Well, you called it. They've been looking for this. And somehow, it's the fact that they do it by just sheer aggression, willpower, just bulldozing through the site. Javi slowed them down, in fact. He had the graph well, but thanks to run it back from Jing and something be able to dash past this initial setup, they have multiple angles, which completely prevents that retake from even going through. Crystal now just wants a couple more ult points, maybe.
Waduh.
Yeah, I mean, a kill's a kill. You'll take it, definitely. Every little bit matters here. Half is definitely far from over. A recovery on off.
Nggak mati tuh, anjing.
Bring it back to 7-5. They'll have something to fight with in the second half, but GE still in with a chance of really just slamming that door shut on PaperX.
Dapat 5, dapat 5.
These last 2 rounds.
I've got to be so honest, though.
PaperX dapat 5 nih guys ya. PaperX dapat 5, dapat 5.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we'll try to be professional, but it's unobjectively hard to kind of predict or analyze PaperX's possible next moves. You know, what's worked for them is these, you know, sudden round calls where they just slam into sites because of the ultimates that they do have. But at round 11, you don't have that many options left. Unless you're somehow going to work off of, you know, breaking the initial trip setups that G might have, find some kind of a round reset, bait out more pieces of utility, and then slowly go for an approach, but that doesn't tend to be PaperX's thing.
I like this push from GE, again being proactive on the defensive side. They take so much space outside of B, that's going to relieve all of the pressure on that B defense, and they can start to reinforce elsewhere. Ymthon, though, awkward positioning will get the better of him as 2 players peak at the same time. PaperX have that opener.
And that's precisely that. G starts to get a little bit unsettled. They want that extra bit of information, but at least they still have ultimates. Automatos running back could be a big point.
Balls up. Try and slow things
Aduh,
down.
mati something,
not
Cok.
expecting Crystal on the off angle. That's a good recovery frag for Global. So we are back to 4-on-4, but PaperX have now got the
Isi
site.
lagi kayaknya.
Could be a fast flood.
There's a lot of retake util ultimate abilities available for GE. There's the lockdown. Autumn catches in B as he tries to reposition. Spamming through that smoke. Won't find anything either. Will run it back, but quickly a couple of picks back on from Dubai. Defuse tapped. It's 2v2. There's a cosmic divide up that Batman will ignore and go straight through onto Forsaken. Surely now it is done. Davai is so far away, and the defuse
Singkiri Davai.
Batman will get it done. GE are up to 8.
Oh, and it even goes down at the end. Pat, just absolute destruction, and I cannot overstate.
Tadi bukannya dia di mid terus balik lagi ya?
This is so much cushion for the next half if they even end it 9-3 if possible. I mean, that the key pieces were always going to be there. PaperX tried, but unless something was somehow able to take down Crystal, this round belonged to GE. Just a lockdown, but run it back through. Even as you try to take down the fights, even though Defy was trying to set something up, just unfortunately not able to come back towards the end there. PaperX once again trudges forward through middle, but Pat wants the Nightfall.
This could be a 9-3 half for GE, particularly if Pat does get that Nightfall, which is now secured. So Pretty big ulti to hold on to here on the defense. Prowler dealt with initially.
Look at how the duelists are moving on G's side. Now instantly in range for the retake.
A side very much on offer here for Paper X as they try to push their way forward. Nightfall going to push a couple of players away. The plant should still be secured here for Paper X in just a minute. Flash around the corner, in fact. Actually, GE are going to fight for it. No plant available for Paper X. Their own Nightfall pushing GE back away. So it is just a massive exchange of util back and forth. And eventually, finally, Paper X get that plant.
Now just hold off of it.
And GE going to be quick on the retake attempt here. Starting to take their space. But they haven't found themselves a kill just yet. There's Autumn to deliver one. Flank is coming through for Paper X as well. GE will have to
susah guys ini guys.
try and move their way into Art. Forsaken has that closed down, locked in. Jing from behind, a factor that is unknown as of yet, but dealt with by Ymthon, and GE go to 9. The first half is a 9-3 scoreline for GE. 4 rounds away now from London against Paper X of all.
Santai, tenang, masih bisa comeback.
Take away the N and the G, and that would be this.
City map.
Santai. This is still just such a strong retake. All the utilities
aman aja guys.
Just to afford a spike plant. At that point, GE just put the full force up onto the site. They had a turret. Crystal was watching the flank, and he had information of Jing's positioning. They weren't worried at all. Although Forsaken made his best effort.
Santai.
This is just incredibly well played by the international team, GE, right now. And I'm not entirely sure if Paper X can even find a comeback onto the other side. You swap sides, and it's Paper X then on the defense. I've got question marks.
Tegang banget, Mas.
GE are starting to believe they're really fired up at the moment. But they've got to make sure
masih kerasa seperti halus semalam, tai.
Paper X is still an ever-present threat, even if they've got no timeouts from Alex, even if they're down 9-3.
Habis ini something ngepick nih. Lo lihat nanti,
So, it ain't over until it's over.
Something udah kayak belut dia habis ini nih.
Game not done.
Ngepick sana, ngepick sini, gerakannya kayak belut tuh udah Nah, dibikin respect loh. Respect. Bakal takut-takut ntar nih guys. Nih something buy up kan. Beli AWP. Nggak berani ada yang ngepick, udah takut. Percaya sama gua. Aduh, di B ada something, cabut ke A dia. Di A ada something AWP, cabut ke mid dia. Dibikin gitu, sumpah serius ini. Jika lo kok pakai ini sih, pakai nge-flash dia. Ngaruh ah.
This round would be huge here for GE. It might almost seal the deal. Gonna try and gamble it on an A hit. The wall is triggered. It does push GE away. The question is, will they call the cancel? And if they do, does Paper X read into that? Because right now, the full rotate pretty much has come through. Got something spotting mid.
Lah, iyalah gila, sabar. 93 nih, ya. Ketinggalan berapa skor doang lu.
It's on a pretty safe line for the moment.
Going back in towards Art, GE.
Double pump on A or
right
back over to B. Seems to be the latter.
Careful call nonetheless. Does something here or anything? It doesn't seem like it. Paper X might be slow to the party.
Dapetin ambil seta dong.
So the spider senses are tingling. They are starting to make their way over toward B. Alt orb collected on the way by Patman.
Oke, retake.
There's no question about that. Paper X will have to play for the retake.
Please try for it. They're very close.
Wis, udah ngontrol sana dia, galak.
Patman down. Taps, 2 kills. Exactly what you want to see for a recovery effort here for Paper X. That is a clean looking pistol so far.
Orang hell. Sisal. Wis.
His best is pretty damn good, but it's not good enough.
Wes sabar, Bang.
So Paper X will claim the pistol round.
Kan kalau kayak gitu jatuhnya kan dedekan gua.
What incredible form.
Masa kayak gitu dapat 3. Berapa detik doang? 2 detik anjing. Kanan, kiri, kanan, atas dapat kayak gitu deh.
Incredible sharp shooting from something. 1, 2 and then 3. I hope this translates to more.
Ini anjing setong-tong.
This translates to
Gila.
more. Alright.
Nice gila gitu ya dia bilang ya. Nice gila gitu kan tadi dia bilang anjing. Si Bang Alek. Nice gila gitu deh.
Cool and calm. Outlaws big. But such smart calling from Javi. They smoke it off and instantly that's extra information. Now just trying to pivot back over maybe towards middle where Batman's really close by. Sheer wall though.
Sumpah. Nih round kayak gini jangan kalah dah. Ikoron lo dia. Please banget, please banget, please banget.
Roadblocks wherever GE ends up. But with 2 players only on towards the A side, I do get a little bit worried.
Batman's gone down in middle though, so.
Oke, masuk. Mati.
Like you say, a couple of players to hold on to this site. Unitan's good for 1, but no more than that. Jing unable to
Orang side.
plan, but much of a muchness really. As far as Paper X are concerned, they get themselves that 5th. It's the routine round. The real half starts now.
Yes. Truly well and beginning with 4 rounds preserved over to boot, which you would think gives Paper X a pretty good chance, but I'm looking at what the guns are.
Dapat menang, dapat 6, dapat 6, easy comeback.
Push it down B long and something with
Easy comeback.
that could still be held to pay. I mean, this one was just one where Paper X was well, clever enough to not overheat, get the flashes in, just Ymthon trying to maybe find some sneaky shots through. But other than that,
kok jadi galak kan udah dibilang.
problem realized. Jing does have run it back, so the numbers game it would be a huge factor for on B long for Paper X.
Definitely a good setup.
Santai, dapat 2 something. Aduh, cabut.
Shots missing for something so far. So GE will be able to filter into that space relatively unscathed.
Oh, dapat 1 something, nice banget. Cabut ya. Respect. Respect kan dia tuh. Ada something di B, ada something di B. Cabut, cabut, cabut. Somethingnya tiba-tiba udah di A. Kena lagi dia. Ayo lo. Ayo lo, kena lagi lo. Ngepick. Jangan geser, Bang. Ayo, Sahid. Ayo lo.
Or not. Just incredible rotations. Now, Divide just continuing to slow it down with more utility. Everyone rotating in.
It's a full rotate for Paper X. They've read this round incredibly well.
Autumn on the run it back though.
Yeah. It's going to need to be some pretty clean entries here for GE to make up for that deficit. Goes through again. No real connection, but it back has succeeded.
Sabar woi, sabar woi.
There's still a chance for some more here for Autumn as well in the round as the plant does go down. Paper X will now need to set themselves for the retake, which they don't have a whole lot of use.
Satu low, satu low, satu low.
Try to get them in and sneak away some space, but realistically speaking, it all comes down to the shots here.
Aduh, ngeri banget.
Paper X, and they are just
Nice.
not finding many so far. Harvey and Autumn good for a couple. Patmen on the alternative angle, and Paper X are not getting through this round. First gun round of the second half goes the way of GE.
It might be a standard start, but it's a terrible one for Paper X. GE double digits. Paper X not being able to strike back despite being able to preserve that many guns into this round is not a good sign. Something lands his shots, but you can definitely tell this is where pressure is starting to build up for the Paper X core. Although the shots and the reads were pristine, look at how this retake goes through. Autumn is so good with the initial entries, but Jing had his own run it back. He sends it, but doesn't do much off of it either. He had a blaze wall and everything, but just sets up close by towards side, doesn't push past the opening line, and that's where G managed to set up by stairs. Now you've got
Sabar ya, tenang, belum.
Fight art. Any flash, Jay? Yeah, flash now. Flashing. I smoke it. Run back, guys. Care billing. They're running back to top mid. Okay, guys.
The Wind sitting on the knife's edge. They are trying to control middle to the best of their ability.
Hop, stop.
Pretty good.
Nice.
But A main, Pat is close by.
Santai.
Not opting to take that peek. Cheeky peek on a cheeky timing. It would be a bold choice, particularly when you know there's likely to be an operator somewhere on the map. We can obviously tell that it's over towards B. Oh, Envy, he's going to spot. No shortage of the GE players. Not going to be a secret that GE are headed in toward A. Ymthon taking that space. Plant is going to go
nice
awry for GE. The open plant, it's risky. given the circumstances and has been punished.
Find you.
Plan trying to go down here, but GE
Aduh, dapat
still
3
dealing
ya
with this
Recon ya.
retake attempt from Paper X. It's not even so much a retake from Paper X, they're just being annoying. And for GE, that is hugely problematic.
Oke, nah something. Aduh, something. Aduh, miss lagi.
For the clutch, I don't think Jing's got this one. Oh, he's pushed away from that spike, and Crystal playing.
Aduh, punya lagi dia babi.
Another nade to go through. Jing's pushed away again. 27 HP, and surely now Crystal just has to commit to the fight. A huge 3K and a huge moment for GE.
The patience.
Anjing.
The fisherman. He had multiple nanoswarms, sets up an alarm bot so he knows Jing is not close by, and then goes in for the swing. Just absolute control. You called it. Paper X were being annoying. They prevented as much as possible more positions to be set up. But down to the final 3v1, and Paper X gave him isolated duels. Unfortunate whiff, uncharacteristic whiff from something. And that affords GE up to an 11. Big clutch, 10th for the guy ever since joining this team.
And probably his most important as well. 2 rounds required now for Global Esports. Their first time ever in playoffs in VCT Pacific, and they might be the first team to qualify for Masters London.
Flashes over, takes control of A main. It's just Divide close by once again with just a Sheriff. The rest of the team rotating over, of course.
Oh, GE looking to play proactively, looking to play confidently into this A site as well. They're slowed down by some of that defensive util, but they're still going to go. They can't see much at all. Ymthon
kena setapan weh.
that overdrive, and he just can't do anything with it at the moment. Shots through, 2 for 2. That's not too bad for GE, but they still need to get the plant down. And there's a flank coming through for Patman as well. I think you slow this down.
Aduh, bangsa Patman babi. Ngeflank dia anjing.
The difference in this round. 1 kill through. The second on offer as well. Patman for the double. And that might just send GE all the way to London. Jing is on 2 HP. There's surely nothing he can do about it. Ymthon will finish it off.
It's just so incredible. Unbelievable round. Paper X tried to drag them through the mud, but Pat calms it down. Such an incredible play just to sneak through sewer towards the back. GE, despite being blinded by Device Flash, still managed to clear out most of the corners and finally being able to clear most of it all at the end. And now, 4th time might actually be the final damn lucky charm that GE clears Paper X within striking range of making it to London.
Start deep below, okay? Yeah. Let me scan. Ready? Ready, I take back first. Take back now. Scan. Get a break. Get close, guys. Only one, I think. Trust me, only one. Okay? Let's go. Omega smoke. Wait,
Cool, calm and collected from GE, but they know how close this is. They can taste it. Thinking about trying to take that B site. The lockdown will be invested and should push Paper X away.
Just a bit. Might give them the spike plant as well, but Paper X trying to set up their own flank. It's do or die time.
I think that's fine as far as GE are concerned. They get that plant, they get the 5-on-5. Nightbot connects onto a couple as well. You've got 1 or 2 players watching for that flank. There's really not too much to try to get you back in here as Paper X. No ultis to fall back on. This could be it for GE. All it takes is 5 more kills, and there's one of them from Harvey, the captain delivering. Now Autumn, Ymthon involved as well. Everyone getting a piece of the pie. It is done, 13-5. Hello, London. GE fighting. Global Esports is going global.
How many times? First ever in and Frost's iteration of GE is the final one to be able to do it. Our first Pacific representative over to Masters London, their first appearance, and they do it on the 13-5 scoreline. What on earth? Incredible performances, but Pat to step back into this roster now on their final map to bring them that glory, that's just full circle.
Yeah.
Nggak mau gue lihat. Udah. Mager gue lihat ya. Gak apa-apa, misalnya kayak Kok bisa ya? Ya lagi, ya balik lagi dapat ya, lagi dapat. Nggak apa-apa. Udah jadi bahas guys, nggak apa-apa. Santai guys, santai nggak apa-apa. Kalau ketemu lagi bener. Dia hajar dibantai deh sama dia. Imo 2, let's go. WS ini WS Bosen, WS mulu. Boy, udah Imo 2 boy. Udah Imo. Ntar lagi Imo 2 guys. Awalnya lu lihat aja nih tuh 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ini sebenarnya 10 nih. Gua kalah 10 kali anjing. Sekarang tuh 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kayak 2 lagi. Imo 2 bisa. Bisa yuk. Duh. Baru guys, kencing lu guys. Kencing lu. Oke. Karena main 10 aja biar tetap sama. Iya lagi. Iya ya, bener ya. Sekarang Imo 2, janji gua Imo 2. Imo 2. Pus Imo 2. Sabar guys. Cing. Ya. Play. Dimatiin kali ya?
Match found.
Sedikit enggak lah, gila.
I am the beginning. I am the end.
Tire.
I'll destroy every raider for what you did to you. Correction.
Hello guys.
Halo.
Cover going out.
Weh, Kayo nih, dia mau ngapain nih?
Going.
One name. Jet. G.
Shadows traveling.
Astaga, 90. All be.
The wall in city.
One mark.
Last player standing. Team A.
NT.
I survived obliteration. I will survive them.
Yang market bagus dong. Ada, gue dapat ion. Itu doang sih yang bagus. Nah, dia nggak pakai smoke ini. Bro, they don't have smoke, bro.
What the fuck?
Dia nggak ada smoke kan? Say, coming.
Cover going out.
Oh, main commit deh.
Jet already city.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
NT.
I'll shut them down. Until then, survive. I need this. Thank you.
Tim bukan kayak Imo. First game, santai, chill.
Revealing area.
Be clear.
Shadows traveling.
Untuk masuk.
Stealing sight.
Reloading. Enemy spotted A.
Shadows traveling.
92 380 cypher. 92 jet.
So follow.
Spike planted. One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
I'm low. Let me swing first.
Amen.
He's behind the wall.
Behind the wall.
Here.
Yeah, behind.
Right.
Last player standing.
Okay, nice one. Oh, kayak masa dapat tim jelek nih. Santai. Kita harus wise. Bagaimana caranya kita yang carry anjing? Jangan berharap sama teman, guys. Nggak baik. Berharap sama teman tuh nggak baik ya.
Omen.
What?
One way.
Alright. Oh, ini mana sih?
Cover going out.
Tuh, dia coming here, bro.
Here. Deploy.
Came here.
Stealing sight.
Anjrit.
I know exactly where.
Maju-maju pala-pala deh anjing.
Cage triggered.
Last player standing.
They found my wire.
Dibantai-bantai gini anjing.
Instead of my Sova winking and CT kill like home kill.
Go away to disobey.
Majunya polos-polos banget anjing, enak-enak banget maju masuk mulu. One mid, right? One short coming. Short in.
Shadows traveling.
2, 50 siege.
One mid.
You will not kill my last player standing.
Weapon. Put down.
Waduh.
Wait until
Oh, enak
I
ya gue main
blind
ini ya.
them to strike.
Waduh.
There's no one to play it.
I'm saving for op. Starting next round, I'm playing op at mid.
I'm just hiding, right?
Shutting them down.
1 HP Cypher.
Cover going out.
The hunt begins.
Gimana?
Go!
Shadows traveling.
Cypher, are you gonna see something?
My ultimate is ready.
Last player standing.
Erased.
Ini maju modal lime doang, Cok. Maju-maju. Masuk mulu ya.
Down.
enemy remaining.
Last inside.
Spike planted.
Di wet pick.
Strike at their weak points. If one link breaks, the rest will follow.
I need this.
Just play side, right? No need pick. Iya anjing. Tai.
A mini. Cypher A shot. B shot, sorry.
Coming. Aduh nggak mati, fuck. Sofa low. Sofa very low, right?
Spike planted.
Flash.
Aduh.
Target sight.
Three there.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Kenapa nih ya?
Nanti.
Bragging rights if you get first pick.
Reloading.
Jadi gini anjing.
Cypher mid.
Cover going out.
Enemy spotted mid. Blocking sight.
Mini shot.
Cover going out.
Coming.
To run.
One more, man.
Spike down A.
A mini shot.
You will not kill my allies.
Ya elah, kenapa sih? Lah kok bisa?
Spike planted.
Kill confirmed.
Last player standing.
Ya ampun. Bantai gini anjing, dia nggak ada smoke loh.
One enemy remaining.
Flash.
Gak ngerti lagi, coy. Kenapa anjing tim gue? Ngepick kalah, aduh.
Can you throw a one-way smoke for me here at the start of the run? Thank you.
Shadows traveling. Shadows traveling.
Just focus B. Leave A to me.
Got you. Careful now.
Pick bareng.
Everyone hiding. Shot done. Reloading.
Flashbang. Blinding.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Gue ambilin Odin lo nih.
Catch your breath. Not that I need to, of course. Thank you.
With the power of friendship, we can win this game. Trust.
Yap.
I need that one-way smoke again.
Udah kelihatan dari jalan aja nggak punya dosa. Loh, cobaan apa lagi nih Riot?
Cover going out.
Get out of my way.
Spike down
120
A.
Reina. 3 min, 1 shot. Let's go, Sova. You got this. Confidence. Nice. Last scene, all 3 min.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining.
They will scurry.
Oke lagi nih Odin lo nih. Oh. Gua manjain lo. Pertanyaan semalam, iya nih. Mana Risa? Mana ada Risa? Tunggu Risa sama Dito dah. Oh. Jangan dipik, monyong. Market.
Mini.
They're going A.
Watch them run.
I know exactly where you are.
Blinding.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Aduh, 130 lagi. Dibilangin Jack jangan ngepick masih ngepick anjing. Mati, ceprok.
Last round in the half.
Iya, semalam cuman orangnya lagi belum ada guys. Jam-jam malam mungkin baru nongol mereka. Tapi misalnya kalau member 5 tuh biasanya lawan juga 5 guys. Partian juga.
Jet was mid.
For 56.
Carry so far. Sini lo gua pick anjing.
You will not kill my allies.
Short. Coming.
You sure?
3 there.
Cover going out.
30 seconds left. Enemy remaining. Last player standing.
No one to interrogate.
Switching sides.
Their backs will be towards at least one of us.
Dia keluar semuk nih, yakin gue mainnya keluar semuk ini mah. Where we go?
Anywhere. As long as we go as a 5, they don't have a freaking smoke, we will win.
Yep.
Nope, no drone. We just go fast. I just need a scan that side.
Okay, let me flash.
No flash, okay.
You flash side, right?
No, you blind, no man. You blind.
Okay, let me blind.
Instantly.
Securing area. Once a cover going out.
One jet. I broke the trip. Just go. I don't sight, nice.
Come on, side.
Jet.
Ini lama banget nge-tripnya.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Short.
On top of the wall. Nice, very low.
Half.
Can heal.
I can point even more. Even ini, yakin gua. Ya, even itu.
Shoot.
Sage has fallen. Valorant will follow.
Let's go, bro. Rusty.
Show me where to go.
Okay, then. Sama. Give me your bandage. Thanks. Let me flash, right?
Claw through them. Stealing sight. Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
They're all switch. One more switch. One more. Wait. Okay, go now.
One city. Two city.
One enemy remaining.
I think one more. Nice.
Right here. Gun here.
I feel the strain.
Check it.
Block it out. Gun here.
Reloading.
Okay.
They got no money.
Careful shotgun, right?
Blinding. Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Fucking dog lah.
Pure mistake.
There they are.
Kill first.
I think play together, right? Bahkan udah bilang kan.
Tagged. My camera is destroyed. Trick shots.
Wait.
Shadows
In here.
Chill.
Last player standing.
Situ dia hancur.
Headshot.
One enemy remaining.
3 out of 5.
My bad, bro.
Just let them try to catch me.
You want play me? We can go in short way.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you play slow first.
Yeah.
Running lane.
Can play slow first. Let Jet get some.
Aduh, jangan main solo. Bahaya.
Cover going out.
Jatuhnya bahaya.
Jet and Sova here.
Here.
Pick that right.
They're breaking the door. They broke the door.
1 HP Jet.
One mid.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down B.
One B, only one B.
Two there.
Enemy down.
You can out this.
One here.
Okay.
Just ulti.
Wanna go B?
Camera taken out.
Cover going out.
Go B man.
On my right.
One flank from A, one flank
Yeah.
from B.
Where is
One enemy remaining.
Close the door right.
My ult is ready. Enemy spotted mid.
Kalau berapa? 21.
Activating kill mode. Message up. Kill mode is default.
Wait.
They played 3A to B. Cypher and Sage B. Jetran and Sova.
Yeah, I think. You can play short. I think.
They got no money.
Yeah, together, right? Turn first. Yeah.
Deploying drone.
Cypher here. Right now.
Shadows traveling.
Scanning ahead.
Watch the way. Cover going out.
Oh, there's three.
Spike down A.
Reload.
Spike the tree stealing sight.
Last player standing.
Aduh, masih.
Let's go.
Harus main dua arah anjing. I think just play mid, right? Mid to A, mid to B.
Yeah, sure.
I can buy bro.
Smoke shot.
Cover going out.
Smoke shot.
Cypher.
Oh my bad.
Wall B.
Here.
I know exactly where
3A.
you are.
Last player standing.
Shadows traveling. To dust.
Mereka tuh, aduh ayam semua anjing.
30 seconds left.
Astaga.
Let's make a plan, then execute.
Mitsubi. Come on.
Smoke shot, bro. Don't smoke
Yeah,
me.
I know that shit, bro.
Just traveling.
Scanning ahead.
Can you try?
The hunt begins.
Cover going out.
Just going.
Spike down mid.
Watch them. Teleport stopped.
Nowhere to run!
Spike planted. Here.
Carrot there. Wait.
Cover going out.
Last player standing.
Tembakin Jo. Cing.
Anti bro. Unlucky. I saw the hacking or some shit.
Ya. Mana ada?
Match point.
Bang Teo nanti ada sesi RP ke Bang Teo. Kayak belum dulu deh. Belum dulu ya.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
Anjing ngerti. Oh fuck.
Sage low.
Steal sight.
Aduh.
Right, low.
Reloading.
Get out of my way!
Ya elah.
Last player standing.
Anjing begini, Cek.
Defenders win.
Cheating. Idih, cari VC aja dah. Stres. Gila loh. Ini gue solo anjing. Bang Teo buat 1 minggu 1 kali RP bisa gak? Bisa aja. Bisa. Lihat nanti lah ya. Besok gue ada cara. Ya gitu lah, gue kalau main RP ya yang lu lihat sekarang aja lah sih guys, gitu aja sih. Jadi apa yang lu lihat gue kemarin main RP itu di tahun ini ya kayak gitu. Jadi kayak gimana ya, gak tahu deh guys, bingung gua. Oke Bang Teo, biar tahu RP setiap hari apa. Nah, ngerti kok maksudnya build story RP dan sebagainya kan. Kecuali ada yang import per bulan jadi. Kalau itu jadi. Aduh.
Match found.
Ya nggak tahu lah guys ya. Duh, gue tuh momen RP tuh kalau mau ngasih sesuatu yang hiburan dan sebagainya tuh gimana ya? Nah apalagi kalau ketemunya double smoke ya guys ya. Kalau ketemu double smoke gini gue bingung. Ya. Ini kita nggak usah di-pick dulu deh. Ini bahaya ini. Satu hari berapa Bang Teo biar bisa main RP satu hari? Login perang kota itu ya siapa tahu kan boom Pak Haji 1 bulan 100 juta jadi tuh. Udah RP nembak-nembak aja paling seru. Kalau nembak-nembak gue masih mau.
Select your agent.
Kayak perang gitu-gitu masih ya, apalagi kan demennya perang juga lah ya. Kalau nggak 1 jam dah berapa Bang itu, gila 1 jam perang. Enggak. Gue nggak bisa ngasih yang terbaik. Gak mau bah. Gimana ya ngomongnya? Kayak ya tuh beda aja guys. Ini dari gua aja ya, gue ngerasain beda aja. Beda. Makin ganteng jangan kayak gitu anjing. Karena gue gimana gitu lah.
Match found.
Masukin gane aja udah tinggal tembak-tembak. Jadi bottom lagi gak sih Bang Teh? Apa ya? Sebenarnya gue jujur ya. Kalau gue main RP tuh apa yang gue mau, pokoknya ya udah gitu aja udah. Cuman gue orangnya kan gak enakan juga guys, orangnya gak enakan dan sebagainya. Yang menurut gue banyak gitulah. Ntar gue sampai seper dulu.
Nothing stays hidden from me. Nothing.
Apa yang menarik dari guanya guys kalau gua main RP? Aja. Apa pengen tahu.
What a charming woman.
Apa yang menarik sambil main. Apa yang menarik guys dari gua kalau main RP?
This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there.
Ntar gue masang-masangin dulu nya.
Yes, this goes here.
Gue kasih tau info gadis dia banget. Soalnya viewer lu suka kalau lu jago tuh jadi pakem. Main game apa kira-kira seru, perangnya itu game lu suka. Kan pasti banyak kan, maksudnya membuat karakter itu kan pasti banyak.
Sih.
Spike planted.
Yang lain diam ya.
Enemy spotted. C.
Tuh orang Gears nggak bisa di-clearin tuh Bang.
Chamber close garage. Nope.
Perfect.
One back. 2.
Last player
Pada
standing.
sudah tuh bucin sama patemu ya.
Team Ace.
The MVP is mine. Let's do this.
Ada banyak pikiran guys kayaknya.
Oh, this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do. That goes there.
Suka perang sih, suka perang.
Oh, cuy.
One mid.
Gue juga suka perang sebenarnya. Check the funnel.
This thing.
Sure.
Ayo, oi, apa ya sih?
I found my wire.
Short already.
Cage triggered.
Reloading.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Let's try.
My quiver is never full.
Tapi kalau awalnya terus juga bosan ya. Iya sih. Ngerti gue juga ngerti sih sebenarnya.
This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there. Yes, this should do. This goes here.
Langsung aja S5 bar VPS per game 25k jadi.
Sih.
Apa tuh kurang lebih full set. Gila banget lu. One garage.
Spike down.
Good.
It's one.
One enemy remaining.
It's one. Inside.
Default.
He going garage.
Garage.
Nice one. Mantap. Langsung aja 1 juta biar RP. Kalau udah donatur begitu mah wajib diturutin. Donatur boleh ngatur jadi.
Second round again.
Itu mah jadi.
Oh, this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do. That goes there.
Kemarin udah diajak Kepi ngapain anjing? Main mole.
Cage trigger.
One B. He's inside already.
Just wing.
Camera low.
Enemy spotted A.
One B.
One B. Yeah, 1B.
You're going back.
Enemy and defender.
He's slow.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Fade dulu. Friendnya.
Down and out.
Kalau patungan boleh gak?
Snack time.
Sorry, only brought enough for me.
This goes here.
Track them down. You want to play?
Lu nggak
Let's
RP gue
play.
jadi kerja lagi tuh. Nah bagus dong. Bagus dong.
Spike down. C. One enemy remaining.
Mid. That's in mid.
Standing ahead.
See long.
I'm low.
Will they try the same
Ya
old
gini
tricks?
kata lu kan streamer dah, lu punya view sekali-sekali diskusi sama viewer lu di DC jadi enak, lu live-nya pun nyaman, gak ada baca ribet. Sadar saja ngobrolin ntar gue cariin yang kami bilang dia.
I'll find them. Yes, this should do. That goes there.
Kalau lu tanya zaman DSR ya, kalau lu nanya zaman DSR, gue bakal RP terus. Kalau orangnya itu ya.
Spike down mid.
Spike mid. Spike mid.
Kalau lu nanya soal DSR, kalau orangnya itu lagi ya, orang lamanya pada itu sampai sekarang bertahan, gue bakal main terus. Karena menurut gue pas zaman DSR itu udah bener vibe gue nongkrong, bener-bener nongkrong gue.
Just took a spike.
Jadi gue main tuh untuk ketemu orang-orang aja, ketemu anak-anak itu aja udah. Tuh.
Thirty seconds left.
Smoking.
Go on
They found my camera is destroyed.
Planning.
Spike
Cage
planted.
trigger. They found my wire.
Just pick up.
Wait, I'm
Blocking sight.
Last player standing.
Cage triggered.
I'll outshine all their agents.
Waktu zaman DSR sama kelas 3 gue sangat banget gue nontonin gitu ya. Thank you, gue sangat terima kasih banget.
Oh, this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do. This goes here.
Get out of my way.
Adrian.
That's done.
No. Nothing yet. Hey.
They found my wire.
One garage.
Casey.
Camera taken out.
One A.
Will run A. Are they planning?
No. Careful here. Careful.
Enemy spotted. Mid.
It's the outside B. Plan B. A. Plan A.
Spike planted.
Rain killed.
One enemy
Cage
remaining.
triggered.
Short, right?
Nowhere to run.
Oh, long.
Just if it's a,
Nice one. You wanna check it? Check it.
Thanks.
Bener vibe-nya kan nongkrong seperti Anda. Orang itu yang masuk sama musik sama apa jadi ngobrol sama itulah guys di apa ya, balik lagi mood sih,
That goes there.
Ya tunggu mood gua balik ya guys ya.
Running. Smart.
Okay, wait.
Two more.
So one jet.
Yeah.
One mid.
Hold there.
Jet low.
See.
Jet 100.
Oh, sorry, I just quick.
Jet low, 1 HP.
Gak liat kanan lagi gua.
Spike planted.
Watch your eyes. Careful now. Come on, let's go. No charges left. Someone see.
Aduh.
One enemy remaining.
I think behind the side though.
Yeah.
Last player standing.
Heal.
Clutch.
I whiff.
Stay taut as a bowstring. The fight commences.
Karena orangnya pada ya sebenarnya nggak juga. Let me solo, right?
This goes here. That goes there.
Just play B.
Where? This goes here. Yes, this should do.
They're coming B. Come B.
Taken
out. Stay down. Last player standing.
One more.
Spike down B. Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Trigger lah, gantap lah.
Nice one.
Don't interrupt.
Clutch.
You forget. I always play high stakes. Okay, Cypher. I admit that was good.
Moji pun ke kota didem ya. Gimana ya ngomonginnya? Energi ya, balik lagi ya, mungkin energi.
That goes there.
Energinya sih.
Mana keras? Huh?
Get out of my way.
Kadang gua nih ya kalau udah di kota ya kayak ya awalnya udah ya berapa menit gitu udah kayak inilah guys, udah berapa menit tuh kayak masih asik gitu. Tapi kadang-kadang gua tuh langsung kayak ngeblank kayak anjing gua mau ngapain ya. Nah, kadang kayak gitu tuh gua tuh. Guys.
My eyes are down.
Somebody see.
Kadang tuh gue kayak gitu.
I must wait a moment.
Itu.
I think 1B.
Planning plan.
Enemy spotted A.
What side?
Cage triggered.
Spike planted.
Right side.
One enemy remaining.
Gotcha, fun.
Hey, don't
We spotted A.
So, fight together.
One enemy remaining.
Go. Together.
Nice one. Take off.
Healing area.
Where's it?
CT.
Itulah guys, aduh.
It is over. One of my cameras is broken. Oh, wait.
Mungkin next gini aja deh.
It's fine.
Gua main RP tapi nggak bisa lama. mungkin tuh bisa. Gue main RP nggak bisa lama. Jadi saat gue udah ngerasa kayak bosen ya, kayak udah bosen lah, kasarnya bosen ya. Mungkin mungkin gue stop gitu dulu.
I found my wire. Cage triggered.
Spike down B.
One healing, one backside, one hit.
Window ya, kill window one.
Gitu dong.
Kill outside one.
Last player standing.
Going A, tadi.
They're both going A.
Spike planted.
Kenapa nggak di ini aja bang?
One enemy remaining.
Revealing area.
Sama aja guys, maksudnya kayak sama aja. Bukan masalah itu ya.
Shock dart.
Nice. My days.
Emang dari guanya emang udah kayak jenuh mau ngelakuin sesuatu, gue mau ngapain nih kayak udah ini aja pak gua anjing. Nah dari sana gue ngerasa kayak misalnya kalau gue ngasih tontonan buat ke kalian tuh kayak gue ngerasa ini aja kayak kurang aja. Jadi saat mood gue lagi on fire, nah saat mood gue udah on fire baru tuh gue gas-gasin deh anjing.
This goes here.
You want to play? Let's play.
Bet again. Hey.
Long one.
That's okay.
Careful now.
Enemy spotted B.
2B.
One top side.
Top side.
In.
Scanning ahead.
Open up the sky.
Deploying drone.
Jet inside.
Foolish.
Spike down B.
Hold on.
One enemy remaining.
Not one left standing.
Switching sides.
My knees are gonna
Fokus naikin radian dulu. There we go. Quay, you wanna try A?
That goes there.
Slowly break the door.
Revealing area.
Oh, two.
3.
Oh no, two.
Let's chill, Phoenix.
Okay, three here. Come on. Silver, Jet, Reyna.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down A. Last player
Back
standing.
dong. Udah fakein tuh bang. Ya elah.
Good try.
We got this.
Gue lagi ini aja sih guys. Suka overthinking aja. Lagi suka overthinking aja sih. Jadi gue lagi memperbaikan itu juga sih. Biar gak mikir aneh-aneh.
Scanning ahead. Cage triggered.
There's two.
Reloading.
We can back.
My count. I must wait a moment.
Wait, one out.
Last player standing. Spike down mid.
Harus maju bareng-bareng loh kayak gini.
Gone.
Go see. Try. Together, right?
I can feel them getting ready.
Trip in garage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me flank. Selain donatur, dia ngatur. Bab. Itu bab.
One by side.
Our spike carrier is killed.
No way.
Spike down C.
Ya elah bang.
Enemy spotted C.
One dead.
Two inside.
One enemy remaining.
80.
Smoke's down.
Last player standing.
Cage triggered. I have retrieved the spike.
Hey.
What the fuck? My bad, bro.
No more doubts. We're ready.
This goes here.
Scanning ahead. Reloading.
Cage triggered.
Anjing kena dong. Behind.
Last player standing.
We are strong because we are together. Don't forget that.
Jujur kalau sekarang yang bangun kelihatannya kayak lagi nyimpen.
Always, bro. They broke it.
That goes there.
Revealing area. Stim beacon down.
Take flight.
Launching smoke.
Oops.
I have the spike.
Cage triggered.
Last player standing.
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
They're not better than me.
Mereka lagi tolol gue anjing. Gak konsen gue.
Gotta push in, gotta push.
Ini gue sih.
Ya, kasih.
Chamber sih.
Last player standing. Spike down. C.
Gila nih orang close sakit banget dah.
We know more than we did before. Let's use that. Reloading. Scanning ahead. Found them.
Stim beacon here.
Gun here.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I haven't struck.
Smoke's down.
Ôi ya udah flank. Woi ngentot flank. Oi kontol flank. Soalnya sniper ngentot lu.
Bullseye.
Ribet lu bang, ribet lu.
Ngentot lu. Flank anjing, taro trap lu lah bangsat.
Match point.
Pay attention. I learned
Sik
something.
banget lo anjing. Blok.
Ngentot lu, goblok banget main ngentot lu anjing.
Tolol di duels.
Tolol.
Nggak bisa masuk.
Pasang trap anjing.
Pakai otak lu tolol.
Pakai otak gimana lu pakai otak anjing, tinggal masang trap ngentot lu.
Fisik lu semiran tolol.
Babi lu,
Jamet lu.
babi lu.
Maju. Blok. Nggak bisa bunuh, sini gue yang bunuh. Flash lu tolol, bisa nge-flash nggak sih? Tolol.
Drop the spike.
Get out of my way.
Bunuh goblok.
You had your fun. My turn.
I have retrieved the spike. Cage trigger.
Udah nggak ada lagi bang, dah.
Iya kontol lu, ngentot lu, anjing lu, bangsat lu, peler lu, keluarga lu peler, ngentot. Bapak lu anjing, emak lu anjing, bapak lu anjing, bapak lu anjing, ngentot.
Planted the spike. Cage trigger.
Blok nih, gue kasih tau nih.
Bapak lu anjing, emak lu anjing, kontol lu.
Nih, cara tuh kayak gini deh.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Ya fake, ngentot lu.
Oh, bisa nggak kayak gitu? Punya nggak otak kayak gitu? Nggak punya, beda.
You not ready for a light show?
Gitu.
Chambernya goblok gitu, kayak lu goblok chambernya.
Need a drop.
Aduh, kabur.
This goes here.
Goblok banget gitu cara main.
Datang lu pasang trap anjing, diam lu kontol.
You want to play? Let's
Kamu
play.
aja kamu ya.
Itu brimnya nggak ya, windownya ya, retap ya kamu ya, hah? Retap ya, brimnya, brimstone-nya nih, sama jetnya nih. Retap ya, kalian berdua ya, sama kayak si Cyper Palal ini ya, emaknya anjing sama bapaknya anjing nih ya.
Bisik. Kalau udah mati diem aja dulu.
Spike dropped.
Lu ngapain? Teman-teman lu di B ngentot. Woi ngentot lu, bantu anjing. Ya elah.
Berisik adik. Nih lihat abang nih. Ini abang dapat 1 nih, lihat nih.
Ngentot banget dong.
Tuh, abang dapat 2.
One enemy remaining.
Gitu. Punya otak gak kayak gitu? Makanya sekolah, goblok.
Ngentot lu, bapak lu kontol lu.
Thanks.
Mau drop gak? Mau gak?
Lu duit haram itu anjing, ngentot lu. Duit haram hasil ngebit, hasil kontol bapak lu anjing. Mendingan gua minta sofa, duitnya halal sofa.
Dim beacon here. Revealing area.
Tuh. Kalau halal mah bunuh. Nih, kalau halal tuh kayak gini nih, bunuh nih.
Ya ada duit haram lu, mau ngebet. Nah, udah haram anjing lah gitu.
Out of here.
Aduh lucu banget, ya ampun.
Udahlah Brim, lu tuh maju duluan lah, jangan ngebet lah. Sofanya jago, lu duluan lah bangsat. Woi.
Last player
Kok
standing.
malah lu sih yang ngebet Brim, setat lu anjing lu kayak sniper lu, bapak lu kontol anjing ngentot lu.
Adik.
Stop.
Sabar guys ya. Waduh, kalau udah kalah 2 kali nih guys, gila banget. Siapa sih ini? Gabeng udah. Guys, gue udahan dulu ya. Nanti deh kita ngobrol-ngobrol lagi deh. Malam deh kita ngobrol-ngobrol lagi deh. Gue mau olahraga anjing, olahraga. Gila. Mau cabut dulu, oke? Terima kasih buat semuanya. Thank you banget yang udah support, yang udah nontonin, udah nemenin. Tadi dari awal gue sangat terima kasih banget. Nanti ya gue cari mood dulu untuk soal RP deh ya. Karena ngobrol sama orang tuh butuh energi. Dan semua tuh ya gitu lah guys. Nah thank you banget lah ya. Udah thank you guys buat semuanya and see you guys, bye.